Hello there.
Hello there indeed. Hey, how are we all doing? Sunday for round 3 of what is an amazing set. It really is. And it's one that's certainly been challenging. That's for a start. And I've enjoyed that. I enjoy a good challenge, especially through the face of adversity. It's a bit like going to work every day, really, in all honesty. But this is an amazing build, folks. It really is. And talking of amazing, let's have some music on, shall we? 3, 2, 1. There we go. How are we all doing? I mean, it's this is round 3. I think I'm going to try and do this in 3 rounds. This one, I think I'm going to continue this on Wednesday, the finale. I was going to try and do 5, but I don't know. I think I've got a weekend away next week, and I was like, I kind of wanted to finish it in a much tighter, kind of shorter, smaller space. So I think I might do it like this. Now today I'm doing things slightly different because I've got this. I'm doing an overhead cam. Don't normally do an overhead cam, but this Lego set is so tall. It really is. And I love it for that. So I thought, do you know what? The best all rounder is just do a top down. Don't normally do top downs. I really don't. Oh look, I found one of these. These are always useful, aren't they? But yeah, let me know what you think about a top down cam for once. But yeah, I just wanted to. I want to try and get this done and dusted because not only because it's kind of like it's a bit of a sweet scenario, to be honest, in all honesty, because I don't want to kind of finish it. It's like it's one of the best sets I've ever built. I'm interested to know how many of you out there have actually got this set to build. This is, I mean, up till now, I would have said the best set I've ever built was the 1989 Batmobile. It's amazing. It really is. It's one of the best things. But I've learned so much from building this set. And it's almost like the designers, and it's not just a designer, Ryan Taggart. He was they were said, just do something you've always wanted to do and just, blow it out there. And I've got to be honest, folks, the columns and around the windows and stuff like that is some of the best techniques I've ever seen in Lego. It really is. And yeah, I admit, the last build I did, I was stumped for a good, I think about 30 minutes, 45 minutes at least. But anyway, I've built a couple more bags, as you may be able to tell. I've just kind of built around. Actually, if I do this, you'll be able to see it a little bit easier. Here we go. If I pull that over there, you'll see I've built this up in and around this. There's so much snot bricks involved and stuff like that, and it's brilliant. And what's interesting about this build as well is that we've got the different types of Lego bricks, or rather the kind of bricks and mortar style ones, which look really good, don't they? With their pattern on it. It looks great. And I love it. I really do. There's some really nice techniques used. It's just everything about this set I totally love. I really do. And I'm looking forward to actually doing a review on this. Again, I'd like to have done the review maybe over the weekend. I'll certainly write it, that's for sure, and get that out as soon as possible. But like I said, I'm kicking it off today. Hopefully do a few more bags. And then with the kind of foresight of hopefully, fingers crossed, that get it completed Wednesday. I'll probably kick off Wednesday, maybe about 7 o'clock. I think I'll do 7 o'clock. Why not? I might even do a little bit earlier than that. But anyway, enough of that. If you got, like I always say, folks, I've got a poll running actually as well, because I'm enjoying these Bricklink Designer ones so much. It's essentially just a big question: which big set should I build next? The Bricklink Designer Program Studgate. I think you said something else then. Anyone knows me, you know what I might have said. Or the Marvel Sanctum Sanctorum. And at the moment, we've had just 8 votes. We're just kicking off. It's always a little bit more intimate on a Sunday, which I love. And so far, 8 votes, and most of you have gone for the Studgate, which I will mills up. It's exactly the same as this. I will mills it up, and I will mills up on a 48 by 48. It's a lot bigger. It's a lot bigger. It really is. But that's going to be even more of a challenge to kind of film it and build it at the same time. But anyway, enough about that. We'll worry about that we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I could use that as a name for a podcast, couldn't I? Anyway, what are we at the moment? So I'm up to bags, looking down there, up to bag 13 at the moment. There's 22 altogether. And also as well, there's another bag that's got specialist parts in them. If I do that, you'll see him even better then. It's quite useful getting this overhead. There we go. Look at these. You don't see these parts very often. Oh, very, very nice addition to all this. I've got these as well. No idea where that goes. But yeah, anyway, it should do. Oh, there we go. Yep, it goes along the side. We've got these. Now, coming up in the next bag, I'm going to need those, 2 of those 2x16 red plates, and I'm going to need this one as well. This is always a nice colour, which goes quite nicely with some of the colours that are in this set, which is great. Now, like I always say, folks, if you want to support the channel, you've got 2 ways of doing it. You can either, I can put your name up there on London Wall, and in the week or so, I think I'll probably do one this week, actually. I'll give you a shout out on Instagram as well, play a video. You know how that goes. Otherwise, you could join the membership. Trevor's Videos has joined the membership this week as well. We're doing really well on the membership front. Can't believe it. I think also as well, I think this week, I think I'm due to do a giveaway as well. So if you want to join in, there'll be a members giveaway this week as well, which is kind of a little bit more of a perk to join this week if you want to. But anyway, for now, let's say hello to you lovely lot that's out there joining me on what is always on a Sunday, a kind of much more intimate, laid-back stream. And I'll be on this for probably quite some time on my own, but I know Craig's going to be joining me a little bit later as well. I think he's got a little bit more written down to do. So he's going to pop in and say hi. We've got Simon out there saying, what chat? Good to see you, Simon. We've got KO out there as well. Good to see you. Do you know what? The thing is, KO, when you are live, you're always going to make a mistake at some point, and I don't mind. I actually don't mind making mistakes because I learned quite a lot from that, actually, and it was good. It was a good moment, and I got to share it with all you lot as well. We got Minifig Who out there saying, "Yikes! The music just made me spill my coffee." I hope you didn't start dancing when you got that, and certainly I hope you didn't burn yourself, mate. Take it easy. Take it easy. We've got Fab Blondies out there too. She says, "Hi everyone," and London Bridge Bricks. Good to see you, Fab Blondies. Meaty Bricks is out there too. Evening all. I thought West Ham were playing today, and I looked on, and it says the game's been postponed. So we're now sticking around in the relegation zone, which is a bit of a bummer, really. Anyway, great to see. Got Steve Weezer out there as well. Good afternoon, everyone. Good to see you, Steve. Who else we got out there? Who else got? Hey, how's the build? BFab is out there too. The build is brilliant. Honestly, totally loving it. I really am. Now, as I always do with these, because I build a few, I built 2 bags earlier on today, actually. First thing this morning. I think the sun was just coming up at the time, folks. I built a couple more bags, and they were really, really very intricate. It really is very intricate, but incredibly rewarding at the same time. It's a great build. It really is. I recommend it to anyone. If anyone can get it, then go for it. We've got Brick Hive out there as well. He's obviously just finished Good Morning Brick World about half an hour ago or something like that. And of course, this week, folks, the reason I'm starting a little bit earlier is because America have changed their time zone, and we haven't yet. We don't change ours till next weekend, which is a bit of a bum, really, because we lose an hour because we spring forward. But anyway, Hive, hope you enjoyed all your birthday well wishes. I'm sure you did. Who was out there? So Hive saying hi to everyone. Has Greg ever been to a real construction site? I have, actually. I have. I have. My brother used to own a construction company. So yeah, I'm well averse to that. All my family actually always did trades. I was the only one that did something quite different to the rest of them. Hello, everyone. Where's your hard hat, Greg? I've got it here. It's hard enough. It is. I've got plenty of gel in my hair. That's keeping it pretty damn hard indeed. So, like I was saying, folks, I recorded 2 bags that I built earlier on today, and I'll play that in just a moment. But don't forget, we've got 23 of you out there at the moment, which is grand. It's grand. Do us a favor, give us a thumbs up. You know you want to. And like I say, Craig will be on in a moment. I'll say at the moment, he could be on in the next hour, something like that. He'll be here then. He'll be in whenever he fancies it. Like I say, I'm always, what I love about London Eye Streams is that I'm always quite laid back on them. Fridays, I'm quite hyper. But coming to the end of the weekend, I've kind of got into the groove of the weekend. And I like it. It's a different kind of feel, different vibe. The many vibes of London. What can I say? We've got Brick Hive out there. Brandon saying, hi, BFab. Steve Weezer, he says, there is a construction site directly across the road from my workplace. 3 stories going up. Yeah. I work in the city of London, and we've always got skyscrapers of some sort going on. And I watched for a couple of years, literally outside my office, directly in front of me, the shard going up. It was quite a build. It really was. And it is, even to this day. I did thank you to everyone who made me feel loved on my birthday. I cried. Ah, Brick Hive. Brandon, man up. No, I'm only joking. I'm looking forward to watching that back. Well done, mate. It's, yeah, what a lovely thing to do. We got our Toy World out there as well. Said hello, everyone. Hi, our Toy World. How you doing? Have you had a good day? Hope everyone's had a top weekend. What do we got here? Trevor's saying, hey, Meat Bricks, how are you doing? So lots of love out there for everyone. Now, I've just literally, and the reason I was like literally 2 minutes late starting was because I went to upload a video and it was too big to upload. So I had to downgrade it and upload it all in the space of 3 minutes, which wasn't bad actually. But the only problem is I haven't watched it back. So you guys, this could potentially be, I don't know what it's going to be like. But anyway, check it out, folks. I've not had time to view this. You guys will see this for the first time as quick as and as good as I have. So don't be too judgmental on me. But while you're out there, you can still chat away, sit back, relax, and hopefully you'll see how I built bags 11 and 12 to the beat of a very cool Ibiza track. Enjoy.
Oh, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue. Yeah, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue. Stars, I keep seeing stars inside your eyes. In my mind, I'm holding on to all the sparks, flying through the dark while we collide. Tell me that I'm all you ever wanted. Take me to a crowded place and I know all I see is the way that you breathe. Hit me like a hurricane and I know all I need is your love next to me. Oh, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue. Yeah, I keep sinking into your blue. Into your blue, right into you. Underwater, I'm under, but I'm high. I can't let go of the way you love me better. Thought I could never touch the sky, but you got me holding heaven. Take me to a crowded place and I know all I see is the way that you breathe. Hit me like a hurricane and I know all I need is your love next to me. Oh, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue. Yeah, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue, right into you. Oh, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue. Yeah, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue, right into you.
Well, that didn't come out too bad, actually. I'll take that. Like I say, folks, I was sailing a little bit blind on that one because literally I was just as about to load it up and it was like, oh, sorry, this file is way too big. So I was like, okay, I need to compress it, change it around, give it a re-edit and sling it up. I think that went all right. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. What else we got going out there? Just everyone just chatting away with everyone, saying hi, how you doing? Hi, Trevor's videos. I'm good. Hope you are also. Meaty Bricks say that's a banger. BFab saying hi, Richie. Hey, we've got Studious out there as well. Studious, good to see you, dude. Hope all is well with you. Toys World is also saying, hey, Studious. Anyway, how are we all doing? We all had a good weekend so far. Let's get going. This is bag 13. So this has certainly been an interesting build, to say the least. But it's I think what throws me a little bit is the fact that the instructions are definitely different to the way Lego do their instructions. They really are. It can be a little bit baffling, in all honesty, for some of it. But on the whole, it's actually okay. It really is. There's a couple of parts that the bits that have been quite tricky are the parts that I definitely would have maybe changed around a little bit and just put on another image or something like that, just to make it a little bit easier for us. But on the whole, I think they've been pretty good. And that goes like that. Oh, it's a different piece. There we go. Let's get that. So we got these two here, and this massive, great big one here. I keep going to hold it up there, but of course you guys are all looking over there. Let's stick that there. Loads of windows on this as well, which is kind of being nice. So that goes on there like so. Maybe it's just a bit of a shorter one on there. Let's do that one. There we go. Get into the beat of it. But have you guys out there been building anything this weekend? I'll tell you what I can do, so you can see what I'm doing. Let me just pop that over there. There we go. And in fact, if I put my keyboard down, that creates a little bit of space as well, which is nice, isn't it? There we go. You can see a little bit more of what I'm doing. Macro Bricks is out there too. Macro, how the devil are you, my friend? All the way from Canada. You had a nice weekend? You've been better. How's that castle of yours doing? Peeps were loving that castle over the weekend on Friday on London Calling. Which, by the way, folks, thank you everybody who tuned into that. That's done. That was really good fun. That wasn't Friday. I mean, it was funny because we had a load of people that I think everyone was a bit pooped on Friday. I know I was. I'll just grab another one of these. So we're going all in red on this one. But no, it was all right. But what I don't get is why it was. How on earth did it go on for 3 hours, 45 minutes? I couldn't believe that. I thought, I tell you what, we're a little bit low on energy on this Friday. We'll take it easy. We'll like finish off after 2.5 hours. But we took such a deep dive into a couple of new sets that have come out, such as the new Mandalorian sets with the spider tank, and then of course not only the spider tank. You got the dark saber. I don't think anyone cares about the spider tank as too much. It's the dark saber. That was kind of like the headline, if you like. And of course all the other sets, the Indiana Jones sets. What else is being said out there? Interesting. Had no clue. Haha. Oh, what was that about? Minifiku says the reviews I've seen for it haven't been too bad either, Studsidious. But there are early screenings nationwide. Oh, what's this for? Hey, Richie. I saw a film last night, folks, and I'm not joking. I actually thought it was going to be a comedy. It was the Banshees of something or other, it's called. And it starred Colin Farrell, and oh my god, it was really dark. It was really, really dark. You know, when you watch something, you think, this is going to be comedy, and you start watching it, it's like, what? Anyway, it was nothing like I thought it was going to be. And it's one of Disney. It's a Disney Plus movie as well. And I built the Princess Leia Bouche helmet. Oh, Mitty, was it any good? What did you think of it? Macro saying, thanks, Greg. Doing well. Castle is on fire and looking good after last night. Good stuff, mate. Send me some pictures. Don't forget, folks, you can even send me pictures today for Friday. I know some people have them already. So please do, because it makes my life a little bit easier. It really does. I kind of collate the pictures as the week goes on. There is the indie film from 2000, I think. Oh, yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, there's a new Dungeons and Dragons movie coming out soon. Darksaber or the Butter Knife of Doom. That is true. The Butter Knife of Doom. I like that. Really well put, Minifigure. The Butter Knife of Doom. Mrs. Mitty has built the botanical dried flower centerpiece. What do you think of that? It's bizarre, isn't it? It is quite cool, but it's got hints of bizarreness about it as well. D&D, Honor Among Thieves. Yeah, that actually looks quite good. I think it looks good. I don't know D&D like the rest of you do. David Jones is out there. He says, hi there, travelling north to the Brick Festivals. Oh, hi there. You travelling north to the Brick Festival? Yeah, I was in Manchester a couple of weeks ago, David. In fact, I vlogged it. So check it out. You'll find it if you look back at my vids section. You'll see it was about 2 videos ago, I think it was. In fact, it's very recent. So if you, and I would highly recommend you go to Bricktastic. Right, here we go. This is so what I've just constructed is now going to go on there. So there we go. And this is the other thing as well. The instructions are quite, because I'm looking at it. I'm doing it on my iPad, and I feel the instructions are small. And when I'm doing the build, when I'm doing the build, like kind of on my own and stuff like that, I've got the camera facing down here, and then I'm using my big screen here with the instructions. It's going to zoom right in on it and stuff like that. So I don't even think I wear glasses because it's so big. Anyway, let's get this on there. Jibba and all that. So that goes, no, not quite. We can see they're going to go in there, but that needs to be down more, and then it'll fit. There we go. You got it right. Right. That was on there like that, and that was pretty good to me. That was good to me. That comes down there. Let's see. Those are the parts that didn't seem to want to fit on there. So going like that. That doesn't even fit like that. That can't be right then. So that goes on like so. But it doesn't though. There we go. All right, go back. Go back. There's the one thing I would say about these sets. They are tricky. That is for sure. All right, there we go. Four plates in. What can I say? I've already gone wrong. We are live. Anything can happen, folks. If I think I couldn't follow instructions. I guess I can't. Not in this case, anyway. Right. That is definitely right. That goes on there like so. There we go. But yeah, that's the weird thing. And also the coloration. I would say that the coloration of it isn't quite the same as well on the instructions. And I'm saying that because they use a PDF. All right. Okay. Does that if I could count studs? Look, I thought these were the same size. Look at that. 2 different. Whoopsie. Now it all makes sense. David Jones is saying, he said that. His reply is I'm going to the one in Carlisle Brick Festival in May. Oh, okay. Didn't know there was one. What's it called, David? Tell us the name of it. I was going to say that's quite north. It's kind of Carlisle was more west from me. What about you, actually? Who you could go there? I don't think that's too far from you, is it? No controversial photos this week. Haha. Yeah. Do you know what? So here's the thing. I went into the Lego store, and I asked them at Blue Water yesterday. I said, "Can I fill up the kind of bottom section of it as well?" He was like, "No, I don't think so." I was like, "You sure?" Because some places do allow it. And he was like, "Not in this Lego store." I was like, "Okay, all right." So I'll try it. There we go. I'm just putting these plates on here, folks, like that. Don't worry. I'll move it over in a mo. Let me get right into it then. Oh, his music's gone all somber. I did like that film I was watching yesterday. It was like, and it was quite funny. It started off really funny, and it just went south. I was like, what am I watching? But anyway, it's won like loads of awards. Right, let's see if it does it this time. So here we go. The colours will shift. Honestly, here's the PDF. It's just like, why? What is it with the colors? I mean, maybe I've got some sort of color blindness. Who knows? Probably is an excuse. When I design for my clients, they usually get both versions, RGB and CYMK, which is the different hues. One for print and one for web. Yeah, of course, you get the raw ones. Right, okay, let's try it this time. See if it works this time. We'll get there one day, I'm sure. Oh my God, thank God for that. There we go. Amazing what happens when you count studs, isn't it? Count the studs, you can't go wrong. Just throw it on there because you think, oh, it's red. It's long and it's red. It's bound to work. There we go. What do you think of the above view as well? Does the above view work all right for you lot? Never used above view. Right, okay. Do it 1x2 plate decks. Can't go wrong with that. Never it be said that these live streams are a piece of cake. They're really not. I do love them still anyway. DZ Studios, is that there? DZ Studios, good to see you, my friend. How's your weekend been? Nice to have you here. Right, where am I going with this? It's so big. I'm like, I'm using it, just so you know how I know where I'm going with all this as well. You got over here, you got the bar to allow sort of cars in and staff or whatever, the labourers. So I'm kind of using that to kind of tell me or advise me where I'm at with it, which is nice. Is Ryan here to tease Greg? He probably could be out there, actually. I'll be chatting with him over the weekend as well. Watch this space, folks. Watch this space. But no, he's a really nice guy. Let's have a look. That. But I am really enjoying it. It's almost, and I want you guys to kind of get a sense of it as well, because let's face it, these are quite exclusive. There's not many of them ever been made, and what was it? The Christmas. It's a skiing chalet. I was going to call it the Christmas chalet. Then it's not, is it? That was the first one to kind of hit the road and get out there, and I got mine. I got mine a little bit later. I got mine about a week later after everyone else, but I need 8 of these. But then I got this, and I was like, where people are building the chalet, but I'm not going to build the chalet yet, in all honesty, folks. I will keep it. Because I even forgot. To be honest, between you and me, I actually forgot I ordered that one. So I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to sell it or anything like that. What I'm going to do with it is I'm going to build it in November, sort of November 25th, around Thanksgiving, that sort of time. Because, I mean, I don't know about you lot, wherever you are, but spring is starting to really spring here at the moment. It's like today, I'm just walking around in a t-shirt. It's been really nice. I say really nice. It's been all right. Like yesterday, it was absolutely plummeting it down with rain. I saw my mum yesterday as well, which was nice. She already has something arranged today as well. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll see you on Saturday then. So I saw her yesterday, which is nice. So happy Mother's Day. For anyone out there who's watching this, who's a mother of sorts or whatever, happy Mother's Day. I think a Lego set's a good thing to get on Mother's Day, isn't it? Anyone give their mums any, or maybe their wives, because they are a mum as well, a Lego set for Mother's Son. We called it Mothering Sunday. I think in America, you guys celebrate Mother's Day on a different day to us. But you know what? If you are a mother anyway, well done. You're doing a great job. How are we doing out there? Who's chatting away? Fablon says, I'm going to be lurking. I have to get ready for later. Indeed you do. Fab, let us know what time are you streaming anyway? Tell us. Feel free to mention it. She says their Mothering Sunday is in May. Oh, that's cool. That's when my birthday is. It won't be long now, folks. And I'll tell you what is coming up fast is Star Wars Celebration. Oh my God. And this is the weird thing, right? I only bought my tickets a few weeks ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. a few weeks ago. I've already got my tickets. I don't know anyone, and everyone else I know pretty much ordered their tickets ages ago, like within the half an hour of them coming out. So I'm a little bit worried for some. Oh, this was dinky on there, it does. A nice little bit of zooming in. Definitely will be required on this. We've got two of those as well. Two of those. I'm like muttering to myself here. There we go. Look, you got these. Honestly, some of the building this is like it's sets. I just haven't used these pieces for ages. Anyway, we're coming round to this now, so I'm turning it round. This edges bit was magnificent to construct. It really was. There we go. This area here was absolutely brilliant. So this faces. Let's put this round like that, then like that, and then that goes on there like that. Okay, we got it. We're doing good here. We're doing good. I've got a minifigure to build. Now, here's an interesting thing. You build the minifigures at the end of these, whereas with a Lego set, you build the minifigures at the beginning of the bag. It's kind of like one of those strange differences between them. Right, we've got 4 of those on this one. So 4 of those to do. So just doing a couple of those. I'll put that there. You can see what I'm doing there. I'm just going to do 2 of those. Has anyone seen any good films recently? I will say this, right? There's 2 programs in particular I'm watching at the moment that are absolutely stonking. That is The Mandalorian. Nothing being said about that. No, we're always talking about that, aren't we? Let's face it. That's nice. Look at that. Isn't that a nice cutout there? Phenomenal. It really is. But I tell you what else I'm enjoying building, or watching, I should say, is Picard. Oh my God, how good is Picard? Is anyone out there watching Picard? It's like I don't hear many people talking about it. I think it's brilliant. KO says that Fab will be streaming in 2 hours. Well, that's good timing. Probably be finished off by then. Whispers, it's mine in May also. I think you told me when yours was. I think mine's May the 10th. Mine's May the 10th. Almost perfect. Almost perfect. This set is. It is actually. It's a very cool set. And I tell you what. The interesting thing is that everybody, if they wish to, can interpret it slightly different and finish it off. But wouldn't it be cool to actually find out what the designer, how he felt that he wanted to finish it off like? Interesting. Never know, folks. Might become a thing one day. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was okay. Yeah, Fab. Come on, Fab. You've been a member of the LBB family for yonks. I'm totally cool with it. I really am. And also as well, folks, I'm always quite mindful of other people when they're streaming as well. So I don't like streaming over people and stuff like that. Or if I have to, then I will sort of always do my best to be accommodating. I'm not a full-time YouTuber, so it's not really a thing for me. But I always try and stream. My thing's always Fridays, folks. You know that. London Calling. Right, again, got to turn it all around. And now we're doing it here. So just putting on these over there. Cool. But it is this set just for me just feels like they said to designers, okay, we want you to do a modular. Just do what you like. Because I will say this, right? The fascias on this set are much more interesting than the whole of the Jazz Club put together. It's that good. I mean, I like the Jazz Club. But I did sort of say at the time when I was building it, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need another 2 of those. I did say at the time I felt though it was quite basic. It just felt basic to me, you know. This set is anything but. And you've seen I've made more mistakes building this live than I have for the last 10 sets or so. And somewhere along the lines, I always make a mistake during a set anyway. Sorry, a couple of squirrels outside just caught my eye then. Right, where are those? Now this is I've got to be careful on this now. Look, we've got two types of clips on this. Look, we've got gold. There we are. And we've got yellow. Again, the PDF is hopefully it kind of makes sense for me. Well, there we go. So we're putting that there. I was wondering when this was going to come into action. What is there going to be on there? Let's have a look on that. Oh, I know what's going to go there. Cool. It's funny though, because I don't. Tell me if you guys do this, but I never really study the form of it. I don't look at it thinking to myself, "Oh, I wonder, what it's going to look like" and stuff like that. I kind of got this idea in my head because obviously I've been, been watching it for ages, and wanting it for ages and stuff like that. But in your mind's eye, it's kind of like a basic version of what the detailed image is, the schematics almost. So when I'm building it, I always like not really feeling quite sure of what I am building. And these sets are brilliant for that. Because they build everything sort of layer up. Also as well, folks, the brick bods. I've not heard from Kerry today, but I'd be pretty surprised if they're not. But they're normally streaming after me. 8:30, they'll be kicking off UK time. That, at the moment, for this week only, is 4:30 EST time. For you lovely Americans out there. And there's plenty of you. Oh, this is quite nice chilled out music. Just what I need on this. Like I said earlier on, Craig will be in a little bit later. These are London Eye streams, so they are. The majority of these streams are always just going to be me. But he'll just come in when he can. What else we got going on there? I got the Jazz Club and Police Station mods to build. Yeah, Police Station I thought was much better than the Jazz Club. I like the Jazz Club, don't get me wrong, but there's nothing wrong with it at all. I really like it. But compared to this is heads and shoulders above it. Studsidious says Picard has been great. I think it's the last season for the main actor. It is, yeah. I do hope they continue it on though. There's still a few tricks of the old dog yet, I think. Hi again, Axel. Good to see you, dude. And KO saying he's planning to build his Mountain View set tomorrow. Good stuff. What else we got going on there? What else we got going on? Minark's out there. Minark, how you doing? Build looking good so far, Greg. It is. And he's saying hi all. Good to see you, Minark. How you doing, mate? How you feeling as well? You've not been well for the last couple of weeks, and you seem quite perky on Friday, but hopefully you're sticking in there. Did you stream earlier on today, or you stream later on today, Mark? He's a Twitcher, folks. Let us know, Mark, how it went. What did you build as well? Funny enough, it was my little old Italian grandmother that got me into Star Trek. So she was a sci-fi nerd. Yeah, I love. I'm a massive fan of sci-fi. I really am. But at the moment, I mean, I know everyone's loving Mandalorian and stuff like that. And of course, we're into Lego, and there's some good Mandalorian sets out there. So a bloody great big UCS Razor Crest out there as well. That's I'll have to participate and get one day soon. Oh, I mean, look, even behind me, actually, if you guys look over my left shoulder over here. Actually, I'll move the mic. There we go. There's the Razor Crest. N1 Starfighter. What's your favourite out there? Tell me which one's your favourite, folks. Have you got a preference? I mean, they're both quite different ships, I suppose you could say. But what's your favourite? N1 Starfighter? It's certainly working well. The Starfighter is definitely working well. The writers are making good use of that. I quite like that angle. You know that angle? You sit in the film The Batman, where you see the Joker and the Batman driving the cars or whatever, and they've just got that angle where you can just sort of see them, and their head's just in the windscreen, and it's slightly angled. And they're doing exactly the same thing on the Mandalorian. It seems to work quite well. Oh yeah, David Jones has got the Back to the Future car to do as well. Yep, that's just over here. There you go, the DeLorean. So that's on my right shoulder. Check out my right shoulder. There you go. There's your DeLorean. Got Cad Payne sitting on there as well at the moment, hitching a ride. Alex says, I streamed on Twitch earlier. I built the Lego Friends Lego bedroom set. I am okay, thanks, mate. I'm working through my health complications, but getting better, thanks. Good stuff, mate. That's what it's all about. Good to hear as well. Good to hear. I always feel really super chilled out on a Sunday. I really do. It feels weird though, streaming at 4:30. This is a time of day that I'm definitely unfamiliar with streaming. But hey, it's Sunday. See, next time I do a Sunday stream, it'll be 5:30. I always sort of give a bit of time after Brick Hive's finished with GMBW and the gang over there. Right, what have we got here? A couple of those. Just go on there like that. It certainly does. So then we got this. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing here. Let me do that. There we go. Do that. And then you got to turn it in this way. So you got a one sort of a 2x2 corner, and then you put it on not that way, but that way. So you're putting two on top of each other, but at different angles. And there we go. Nice, really nice finish. The slopes that are used in this set are really cool. They are magnificent. And it's really odd to do a set where you're actually learning so many different things as well, like the techniques used and stuff like that. You think I'd learn not to do any live streams with a Bricklink Designer Program set. But it is the challenge, folks. It is the challenge. Not that I even use paper. Like I say, I'm totally used to using the PDFs and stuff like that. But we're getting to the point where the set is massive, but it shows on the instructions, it shows the entirety even of the whole set. And it's like you could just zoom in a little bit on it. You don't have to show the entire, like literally it would show like one brick going on. And it's just like I say, it's odd. It's Lego, but it's different. That's what it's all about. So there we go. I'm just putting these earlier on. These 1x2s would have been fitted on there with the holes, and then got the pin going through it. Yellow pins as well. Never used yellow pins before. I don't think all the pins I ever use are black, and that goes on there like so. So that the way that attaches over is just using this red slope. It's all very red, very bright red, very bright yellow, which I like. It's nice and easy. Lego and chill. It is. KO saying, Arc Domino's doesn't deliver to me or the countryside. He must live quite a long way away from them. Right, back into good stuff. Studsilis is saying, when I built the DeLorean, bag 3 had a bunch of blow in it. What? The documentary about John DeLorean and the scandal is great. What Netflix DeLorean? That's not blowing as in wind as well, by the way. The Netflix DeLorean documentary is definitely worth a watch. It's great. The guy was scandalous. I think he was actually. It's a shame because he was a genius car designer. Yeah, they're ahead of their time. I think there are certain circumstances where you can't actually get out the car. Like if you're in a sort of low car park or something like that. I don't know. I've never driven one. I sat inside them. Right. I've got to turn this around again. I've got to turn this around again to fit one piece. Right. Here we go. So it goes la. Right, so there should be a little plate on top of that. I will fit that. There we go. There we go. So I've just fitted that. But it's like, you've got this great big image of it. Well, look, I'll show you here, folks. Look, this is it. It's what I'm looking at. Look, in there, you'll see the part that I've just done there. But it's like, they show so much of it. It's like, zoom in a little bit. It's easier to see it. It's my only complaint, really, about the whole thing. Otherwise, it's great. I'd like to know who does these. Like, is it LEGO or is it Bricklink? Because you think it'd be the same sort of... I mean, okay, they're both the same company in some respects, aren't they? Maybe we'll find out one day. Anyway, while you're out there, folks, don't worry. Don't forget, give the stream a thumbs up. No, you want to. And check out the survey as well. I've got 22 of you who have voted so far. Studgate, that's got the majority of the votes. I thought that might be the case, but I wanted to throw it out there because I did say to people the next modular I build will be that. But we wasn't sure at the time. I've got 4 of these to put together. We wasn't sure at the time how it was going to happen or when we were going to get these. Right, where does that go? So that looks like it just goes on there. There we go. There's 4 of those going on there. They're fitting quite a few different yellow pieces now. A couple of those slopes and inverted slope as well, which is cool. So we've got 1x2 goes there. The small 1x2 inverted slope goes there. And then 1x2 normal slope. Standard slope, I think we call that. This is what I'm going to call it anyway. Goes there. A little bit more reinforcement going on there. There we go. Good stuff. Right. Well, loads of these. But you know, the thing I like about this set is they just feel so premium. Like I was saying, I was thinking of maybe making this a 5-part stream, but I just think that's just too much. I think 4 parts is kind of a little bit better. It just means I just got to do it. I've got to film a little bit more. That's all. It isn't the end of the world. It's doable. Oh, here we go. Got some doors to put on now. I was always going to put that on the wrong way around. So we got some windows to do in this as well. Interestingly, some of the windows that are coming up, you don't actually even put the glass in. I was thinking that's a bit odd, isn't it? Of course, it's a construction site. It's irrelevant, isn't it? Greg, have you looked at the BDP list for this year? I haven't actually. It's too vast. There is a particular set that I do like though, so I might have a look at them maybe on London Calling on Friday. But there are there's oodles of them. There's like hundreds. It's like, why are they doing so many? Yeah, this is hundreds. I mean, isn't it like something like 350 out there? Or way over 200 anyway. I can't remember. Is anyone out there remind me how many out there are? Oh yeah, 375 designs go for, and only 5 go through. That just strikes me as a bit odd. That's a vast quantity to look through. I think the idea is you just go through it and just say whether you like it or not, don't you? And Lego ultimately decide whether or not, well, what the final 5 are going to be. There's one in there, it's like an old station house or something it's called, old engine house. 375 says KO, and Simon says 300 odd. I mean, it's just so many, isn't it? It's just that many, just puts me off. I'd want to spend a bit of time. Oh, we've got 2 of those on there, haven't we? There we go. Interesting. I'm going to clip down. Let's see if I've got any clips left over from... No. Oh, no. There it is. I got it. Clip ahoy. Yeah, does anyone... Tell me, Kay, you guys got any particular favourites out there that you like? Like I say, the old wagon house, something like that it's called. I know Barry really liked it. Right, let's pop that on there. Put that on there. Nice staircase going in here so far. Look at that. And to reinforce it, there must be another. There we go. So that goes there like so. And then to reinforce it all, 2x8 in there. It's pretty cool, isn't it? And then turn the little round again. I definitely got to think how I'm going to do this with Studgate. Where we at? Oh look, so decided to zoom in on this part, and I can't see where exactly I am. There we go. That looks like it's there. They zoom in too quick. So anyway, where are we going, Gregors? Looks like it is exactly there. Now that's why we built that inverted 1x2 slope. Awesome. There we go. Minark says, did we establish what this building is supposed to be? The designer of it has left it up to people to have their own interpretations, but I certainly will definitely be trying to find out exactly what they felt, the designer felt it is. We'll find out one day, folks, I promise you. Simon says, there's no point voting anyway. They'll pick up what they want. They'll pick up what they want. Do you reckon they will? Who knows? Did we establish? Said Mark. Yep. Like I said, it's kind of open to interpretation, which isn't necessarily a bad idea. But yeah, I mean, to me, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Lego store, the modular that came out for that. Which, after building this, I'm quite excited about building that. Cabbage Face is out there, so hey, Cabbage Face, how you doing? Hope you've had a top weekend. Milard, Cabbage, and says, hey, Cabbage. Lots of love out there, as always, deservedly so, for our man Cabbage Face. God blimey, that's a strange angle. There we go. Let's turn this round. Right, this is blimey. It's a. I've got to pull this over here. I can't even see it. I'll wrap my arms around it. Okay, so alrighty. It's gone for a really odd skew width angle, but all right, it looks like it's where it's at. There we go. Nice pleasant sound of studs inside. All right, that goes like so, and then we've got a couple of 1x2s. 3 to that, is it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's perfectly in the right place. I can't said that too often in this stream. Let's get some more of these. Oh, 6 of these. So we're plating up floor. Well, I say 1, 2, 3. I mean, this is the 3rd floor. Well, 1st floor, 2nd floor, 3rd floor. Yeah, ground floor and all that. So, all right, same with these as well. Now, I reckon these are. I'm not sure the whole thing will end up being tiled, but we'll find out. But this part is kind of like setting out the tiles initially. There we go. That's good. We're doing all right. We're cooking on gas now, folks. Cooking on gas. Did you guys all have a nice Mother's Day as well? Those of you that are lucky enough. Actually, I took mine out yesterday. Went to a little hamlet. Smaller than a village, a hamlet is. In Essex called Inworth. And you could literally drive through it in about 5 seconds. It's that small. In fact, I know someone who was looking for that pub only a couple of weeks ago. They didn't find it because they were probably looking on the wrong side of the road. And there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, which is grand. This is exactly what we wanted. Right, got a couple of these little poles now. There we go. Size 3. There we go. Right, let's pop those in first. So I'll just go on these studs with holes. Just got to find a stud with a hole now. I've got a few other black ones in there as well. There you go. Pop in there. And then pop this one here as well. Right. Okay. So turn around again. That goes there like that. I'm guessing that. There we go. And that goes on there. And this one goes there like so. Voila. I'm guessing there must be something going in between them. Yeah, which there is. Another little bar. Yeah, there we go. And a couple of these. So I'm going to fit those in. So we're going to connect them up together. Get them on. And then I can say, see what's going on in the chat. Do you guys know anyone as well? Someone else that's bought this set? Oh, maybe it's the same size. Is that longer than those ones? It's actually. Right. Let's try it now. That's the badger. Bosh. That's quite delicate, to say the least. I just about made it. Let's just catch up with quickly with the chat. Mark saying, hey cabbage, hey cabbage. The BLD vote says public votes will be considered, but it depends on the Bricklink feel will sell. That is the truth, sign. You're totally right. Yeah, they're gonna make something that they know isn't gonna sell. So it's weird, isn't it? Wow, I wonder why they want all this interaction when it's not actually going to be. It's not going to be put to good use. I really like this build. I knew I couldn't get any BLD sets, sadly, but the Wave was a damn good one. It really was. What I like about this, these though, do remember this, folks. When you do put in for them, you don't pay for them straight away. You pay for them when they ship. So it is like literally a year later. So you got a year to save up for them. I'm in pick my mother £30 of chocolate for her. Nice. You didn't get her a Lego set, KO? Remember when you get the instructions, though, so you can still build the best bits from your existing parts collections. Yeah, that's true, actually. That's totally true. You can. All right. Another one of these. Another one of those. All right. So that goes. There's some sort of that goes there like so. just off that. I'd say that's probably the one for it. 3 up. No, actually, it's that one, I'd say. There we go. Yeah, that's the badger. Just about make it out. Right, got a longer bar in this one. You got 3 bars. It's types of bars. You've got these ones here that are just fitted. Then you've got this one here, which is slightly longer. And you've got these ones here that, again, still longer. 29 votes there so far. Thank you so much, everybody. There's quite a few of you actually want the Marvel Sanctum Sanctorum. Get your votes in. I do appreciate it. I will build whatever you guys say. No qualms with that. And London Calling this Friday, I'll probably just ask you which Indiana Jones ones you want me to build. But let's face it, you're going to probably want me to build the most expensive one. And that obviously is April the 1st, which is handy actually for us. Because this is Saturday. There's a little bit too much stress on that. You get a little bit of give in that. I'd say that needs to be there actually. Yeah. Then with that in mind, yeah, there we go. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I've actually got a better angle on this side, so let me just take that off there. Because I'm going to put that one there, but because see that there's too short, it's got to be the slightly longer bar. So with that in mind, let's get the slightly longer one. I do tell you what the bar sizes are, but you know what we like, folks. We don't take any notice of that sort of thing, do we? There we go. We can work it out. There we go. Oh, that's good. And it's only really at this angle you can just see a lot better how it goes on there. And then this clip here clips underneath there. And this is to stop people obviously falling through. Health and safety. Do you know what? I wonder if this set's got it. I don't think it has actually. If I was to put a sticker in this one, something I would have put on there is there's been, you know, again, you guys might not know because you might not have been to a building site before. But what you can get when you go to a building site, it always tells you as you walk into the building site, it always says, make sure you put your hard hat on and your safety boots. And it tells you how long it's been since they last had an accident. I think something like that would have been quite cool. Right, okay. Another bar. Another single stud with hole in it. I like this song. But it ain't the vibe. Right, let's do that. So that's going to go on the edge of that. I need a stud with a hole in it. Come in, stud with holes. I've got plenty of studs. I just haven't got one with a hole in it. Let's have a look for this one. Actually, no. Do you know what? Actually, that one looks grey. Fact. Do you know what? They all look great. This is another thing. The greys and the blacks, they're really similar. Let's pop that in there. They are super similar. I mean, you're a fan of the indie sets, are you? That's good. We took a deep dive into those this weekend, didn't we? Okay. All right, let's take that out. Quick swap around. So what I'm doing, I'm just swapping out. Now I've seen the grey and the difference between the grey and the black on the PDF. I'm like, yeah, these need to be grey. No big deal. Just takes a few seconds to correct. Right, that's good. And then that one again. to there. Can you hear me thinking? I have to think so much for a set. There we go. Right. Yeah, I quite like that. I think that'll do. Still think that needs to be more of that though. You know what, while I'm there, I might as well just do it properly. This is certainly the fiddliest part of the build I've done so far. There you go. Right, that goes in there rather smartly. Trevor says, was going to ask, was there any stickers, safety signs, etc. with this set? No, no stickers at all. There's plenty with Stugate though. There really is. See that I used the false thing. Right, let's try and get this on there again. So I should do one at a time. I think you're asking for trouble trying to do too many. Oh, your team had a good result. Cabbage, if you're still out there, your team had a great result this weekend against Chelsea. Oh, come back. Or was it Spurs? No, I think it was Spurs actually you played, wasn't it? There we go. Okay, now then, let me finish this part off. At least it's done proper. There. Okay. There we go. Put that on there. Sorry, folks, it's all a bit, it's all fingers, it's all fiddly. All right. Right. Don't touch it. Don't even blow on it. There you go. Right. The next one. It took a bit longer than I wanted to. It's made it. All the fiddly stuff, I'd much prefer to do that off camera. It's wild. And then as soon as you guys are watching, I'm doing all the fiddly stuff. Right, hopefully that goes on top. Yes, it does. Go for that. Make it up so it's in line with it. Oh, this is proper like mock stuff. This is. You can get this in a Lego set, I think. That's it. I mean, that is fiddly. It looks good though, doesn't it? It does look good. That's what it's all about. It's all about the aesthetics with these ones. All right, there we go. What sort of cupboard we're building next? This is where all the black studs are going to go. Four of those bad boys. Let me get this done, and I can see what you guys have been saying in the chat. This is actually quite the figure that comes with this one is a painter and decorator, and he's pretty cool actually. I like the design of him a lot, and he's got this paint roller on it as well, and it's just really clever. Oh, come back, Keith. There we go. All right, so what I'm doing next is I'm building a table of sorts. So this is the first part. sand green jumpers as well. I get to see them very often. This is actually quite a cool piece that I'm building here. So what I'm building next is it's on a table, and it's like a drill. It's one of those drills that you pull down. Strangely enough, we used to have one in the house. Not in the house, but in the garage. It came with the house. It was quite bizarre and quite useful. And then it just blew out one day, which was a shame, because it was it's one of those tools that's like a real nice to have. This is the handle that I'm putting on here. This is a nice little sort of furniture build. And then that goes on like so. And then you've got that part there. Oh yeah, here we go. So this is going to be, well, that goes down there like that. That then goes on there like so. Like that. And then this is going to be the drill bit on it as well. Let's pop that in there. And there you have it. There we go. That's quite cool. What do you guys think of that? Yeah, it's not a saw, Simon. It's a drill. I do have a rotary saw though. All right, there's that. So that's that part built there. Should have a little bit more music, I think. Play it again, Sam. Here we go. So, well, there is a sort of saw section coming up on this as well. Funny enough. Are you following the instructions with me, Simon? There we go. I'm going to use a steering wheel in there as well. Up in that. Oh, hold on. Put that on there too. Oh, this is nice. So then that goes on there. So again, using the sort of stud side of it. That then goes on there like that. And then you've got to make up this part as well. So here we go. We've got this here. This is where we're going to use the yellow clip. So that goes on there like that. Oh, this is going to look awesome. This is. There we go. Oh, come back. Stick your belly out there. Save it. You got that there, and then that goes like so. And there you go. Got the saw. Like that. And that goes next to this. So here you can see it kind of coming together quite nicely. There you go. Now, people out there like, I don't know, Macro. And Macro's a bit of a carpenter. He fits kitchens. Tech, he's handy with wood. That's what we're building. This is actually really nice, couple of nice little techniques. So this part is going to be a few more studs, a few more black studs on the bottom for feet. And you've got these drawers to fit as well. And also as well, guys, while we've got 36 of you out there watching at the moment, 29 thumbs up. Thank you so much, everybody. Do appreciate it. Do you like the above view angle? I mean, I normally do it from the sides because I don't normally build anything as big and, let's be honest, complex as this. What do you think? Do you like the above view for the big builds? I'll definitely have to do it for Studgate, that's for sure. Because Studgate's another like 25% bigger. The real estate of it is anyway. I might even have to use more cameras on that one. But anyway, is the above view working for you guys? Do you like seeing this above view? You kind of seeing it sort of come together a little bit more. But it was just, if I have it on the side view, it's just, you're just not going to see it all. And I could have kind of side here looking down, but above view it kind of gets everything. And I can make it better if you like it, but you think it needs to be back more or something like that. Let me know, folks. There we go. This is it so far. We're getting there. It's working on it. So then we've got one of these. Now, this can be, you can actually improve on this. This is meant to be a piece of wood. Let's call it MDF, shall we? And there it is. There's your work table. I really like that. Now, I've actually got a carpenter minifigure. I think it came with one of a series. I always remember he'd like a piece of wood going over his shoulder or something like that. It's going to be perfect for this. Anyway, where does this go? This goes over here. Go right over there. It goes to about there, I'd say. Two in front of them. There we go. Push down on that. So yeah, let me know, folks. Are you okay with the above view? Let me know. If you're not, let me know. I always want your feedback because I always want to, you know, I want to try and do this as good as I can. Jag uses above view, but he's got all sorts of angles he has. But then he's a pro. What can I say? He's a super pro. Right, next up, building the minifigure next. I've actually built part of him already. I'll squeeze his head down a little bit more. Here he is. Now, if anyone new that's just joining, do us a little favour, give us a thumbs up. You know, that makes sense. Helps me out with the algorithm, that's for sure. I didn't know you could do this, right? But look, there's like a paint roller. And these are used for all sorts of greebling. I'm sure there was about 50 of them in the Millennium Falcon behind me. And then there we go. It's the paint. I love it. It's a roller. I just love it. It's absolutely perfect. Right. So he's going to be doing a bit of rolling. And that part goes out that way like so. Yeah, loving that. Oh, he's got a bucket as well. Could put the paint in it, I suppose. I did give him a red bucket, actually. I should use the red bucket in bag one. And in time, folks, there will be a review coming out. But you know my short reviews that I always like doing. The good, the bad, and the build. And let's put that on there. Oh, this is so funny to do. You know what these handles are like, though, with buckets? They're like super... There we go. So that goes like that. Well, let's not put it up there like that, because otherwise the paint will come out. And there we go. I love him. He's so cool. I love construction workers, folks. I've bought loads of construction workers like over the last couple of years. And he... the stairs are over there. Can you turn it around? Do that so you can see it. And he goes literally there. What's he painting? He's not painting anything. He's just there. There we go. If I pull that back, you'll be able to see him. He's not painting anything. There's nothing there yet. We'll be building that. And can you see his mate down there as well? Look, he's like he's 4 flights down. He's miles away. What can I say? Anyway, let's catch up with this lovely chat. But honestly, I love stuff like that all day long. Mwah! What can I say? Let's catch up with a few of you in the chat. Who's going to get the Temple of the Golden Idol Indiana Jones set? I do want it, Trevor. I do want that one. I think that's going to be the one. What I'm going to be doing next Friday, this coming Friday. Oh, God. I just got 5 days to get through yet. I'll do a survey asking people. Actually, I could do it Wednesday. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming this again on Wednesday, so I could do it Wednesday. I just asked you, like, what one do you want me to build? There's 3 sets that come out in the wave. For less than £200, you get the entire wave anyway. Question is, will they be doing any gift with purchases? Who knows? We'll find out, though. Oh, look, here's the designer. He's trouble himself. I don't like stickers. My very original version had some printed graphics. Printed elements was not an option, sadly. I've got to be honest, yeah. That's the only thing, that sign. And do you know what? LEGO do have some signs, actually, about health and safety and all that sort of thing. But not ones that are sort of construction. I think it's more sort of road maintenance, stuff like that. But yeah, folks, anyone wondering, who's this Ryan Taggart? Who's this bloke? He's the designer of the Modular Construction Site. Pretty cool, hey? No pressure for me building it. But anyway, it's good to have you out there. And like I always say to everyone, folks, if you just tuned in, and you know what? If you happen to be new to my channel, welcome. Good to have you here. And why not hit that subscribe button and become a big part of the LBB family? You know where it goes. Simon says, Ryan Taggart, shame, but good decision to avoid stickers. Ultimately, do you know what? It is actually super nice to have a set that doesn't have those stickers. That said, Studgate, that's definitely got some stickers in it, I reckon. From what I've seen anyway, from some of the images. Are there any Indie Sets Lego stores exclusives? No, I haven't heard anything, Simon. Polybag would be nice, wouldn't it? Very true, Simon. Trevor's video says, Ryan, it's a shame you couldn't have been allowed to include some printed signs, but understand the restrictions of these things. Top design, and you should be extremely proud. Dude, honestly, like I say, this is one of the best sets I've ever built, hands down. It's from a technical point of view, it's unbelievable. And it's to my detriment in the sense that it slowed me down building. But boy, am I learning lots. Certainly learning that bite my tongue. Trevor's videos, ditto the Minifig Zoo, can't wait. Yep, 100% Trevor's videos. Oh, you're getting it as well, who? Well, I'm gonna be getting it, folks, and I'm gonna be building it day one. I'm saying that, it depends what you lot vote for, but I suspect you'll be going for that one. Minark says he loves that. I think he's referring to the roller. Mr. Chalice is out there saying hi. Good to see you, dude. The top-down view works for me. Oh, thank you, Mark. Of course, when I'm doing smaller sets, it will look so much better, but this is a big set. And Studgate's even bigger. Chris says, happy Mother's Day, Chalice. Very good for light. It is. Thank you, my friend. And I will be able to improve the lighting upon this. If you, honestly, folks, if you was to see the rig that I've got here at the moment, it's quite something, I tell you. Two indie kids. Hello, dude. How you doing? Afternoon all. As usual, LBB build stream as I'm cooking. Can we ever have it any other way? It wouldn't be the same, would it? Smoky pan fried salmon. Oh, chorizo. And new pots this evening. Oh, new pot. I love chorizo. Oh my God. I can actually eat too much chorizo that basically just makes me a bit ill. To say the least, I just love it. But boy, is chorizo rich. But I do love the flavor. Oh, it is gorgeous. It really is. DZ Studio said, wow. Good to see you. Salix, who is actually building Studgate, says Studgate has a small sticker sheet with 9 stickers in total. That's good to know. Thank you, Studgate. Rather, I should say Salix. Salix, am I right in saying, have you meals plated yours as well? Because I'll be definitely doing mine. If I get a chance, maybe Thursday, I'll start meals plating up. But I'm not going to probably build it for another maybe 10 days or something like that. And chorizo is good. I love chorizo. I really do. I just love it, love it, love it. I love it with everything. I tell you what I really like it with as well is like with fish and things like that. That was really nice. Fish and rice and stuff like that. Like people from Portugal, or Portuguese, some people might call them. They do it all the time. They really do. It's just a lovely flavouring. Goes particularly well on pizza. Now, I'm going to dig out bag 14 we're up to. We're well over halfway. There we go. He's saying it there as well on pizza. But I'll tell you what, folks. I'm going to dig out the next bag, which will be bag 14, like I said. Sit back, relax, and enjoy bags 11 and 12 and a little bit, as some of you put it, banging music.
Oh, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue. Yeah, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue. Stars, I keep seeing stars inside your eyes. In my mind, I'm holding on to all the sparks flying through the dark while we collide. Tell me that I'm all you ever wanted. Take me to a crowded place and I know all I see is the way that you breathe. Hit me like a hurricane and I know all I need is your love next to me. Oh, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue. Yeah, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue, right into you. Underwater, I'm under, but I'm high. I can't let go of the way you love me better. Thought I could never touch the sky, but you got me holding heaven.
this build truly is awesome. Honestly, folks, it really is. Minark, he's looking to part it all out. He really is. He is inspired. That is a man that is inspired. Honestly, folks, this is one of the best sets. And all the pieces are quite accessible. There's some tough ones to get, like these. But you know what? You don't even have to use the right colors for them or anything like that. Like, take for example these ladders here. I'm sure it look pretty good in black, in all honesty. But there are some specialist ones. These ones in particular. I think last time. Do you know what? This is weird. I'm pretty sure. Excuse me. I'll keep eating the mic with my hat. I'm pretty sure. You know, I was saying earlier on, folks, about my favorite ever set being the 1989 Batmobile. I'm pretty sure they used one of these in it for the plaque. Let me know if anyone remembers that. Wouldn't that be interesting that two of my favorite ever sets that I've built and constructed, in this case, come with this part? Magic. I'm going to say. I couldn't even tell you what it's called, but it's big and it's got cogs on it. Cogs and teeth. Anyway, so we're on to bag 14. This comes with a myriad of windows and doors. Or mostly just windows, to be honest. There you go. Look, that's you lot looking at yourself. See that? There's the windows. Not all the windows are going to have glass in them. Loads of plates. Axles as well, which we don't mind. And there we go. Got loads of 1x2 and 2x2 round tiles as well. With a few yellow bits. So there you go. You get to see what it is. Fab Blondies is off. She says, bye, everyone. Take care, Fab. Enjoy your stream later on today as well. At Brickfest Plymouth yesterday, someone had their stud gate for sale. No way, $650. The temptation to buy it was very real. Seeing it in front of me, I wonder if they sold it. My God, that's they're flipping it. $650 is an okay price. They probably would have taken $600 for it. But bearing in mind that is double what it was. But that is how much it goes for on eBay. It really is. I was going to sell it. I have to be honest with you guys. I was going to completely sell it because I got it, and I was just like, where am I going to put that in my city? Bearing in mind, I'm okay. The city is going to be happening. It's going to be happening over there. I've got buildings all around me. It will be happening, folks. But I've not laid anything down yet. That's essentially it, and that's what I need to start doing. But I need to construct all the Mills plates because I want everything to be on Mills plates, and then Craig kind of talked me into keeping it. And the reason I'm going to keep it is because, firstly, I've not laid anything out, so it kind of works in that. But I'm going to make Studgate, two indie kids, and everyone else is there. I'm going to make Studgate the centerpiece of the city. Essentially, Studgate is going to be equivalent of London Bridge Station. Tell me what you guys think about that. What do you reckon? I think it's a pretty decent centerpiece, don't you? Let's get it back. Zoom in. There we go. We're there. Right. So, anyway, so they're the pieces I'm going to be building, and these are the cool little builds that we're doing with it, like this. You get that, and you pop that on there, like so. There we go. Exactly that. And I've just got to make 4 of those. So let me just pop that there so you can see what I'm doing at least anyway. I'm going to be building it just over here. So I need another 3 of those. But yeah, Studgate, the centerpiece of Legondon. What do you reckon, folks? Oh my God, that's got some serious parts on it. But yeah, I wasn't going to keep it. I wasn't necessarily going to sell it straight away, but I'm pretty sure it's one of those sets you could build it and sell it on and still make more money than what it was originally. Anyhow, but as you all know, when I got Castle in the Forest, I got 2 of those, and I just sold my one for what I got for it. I could have easily sold it for £500, easily, but I didn't. I just sold it. So someone in the community really wanted it. Right, okay, that's 3 of them done. And here comes the next 2. Legondon Central Station. Yeah, it is really. There would be, but I think it would be remiss of me not to call it London Bridge Station, considering I get off at London Bridge Station every day. Right, where's this going? This is going here. Now, you can't see that, so let me just put that over there. I'll put this screen back just a tad. There we go. You'll see it then. So, right there. No, it doesn't. Oh my word! They've actually. So what they've done is now they've this is what I did for the down here on the ground level. I used a minifigure to kind of help me navigate around this set, and I've just done it exactly then. I was like, oh, that's not right. There we go. So it goes on like this. I'll put that over there. I'll see a little bit. Oh, that's taking a few knocks on the monitor. There we go, like that, and that will sit proud of that as well. There we go. We're really mindful of what you're building because there's like all these different parts to it. Right, a couple of those. At least this one's got a lot of bricks in it, so I don't take long, I promise. Right. Yeah. Okay, so we're focusing on this area as well, which is good. There we go. Simon says it's cheaper to part out castle in the forest than pay aftermarket prices. Yeah, and when stuff is like that, you just may as well do it, or even collect it over a period of time. You don't have to do it straight away. I suspect it's the same for the construction site now too. There's lots of different parts, so it'll be a pain for nothing too strange there. Yeah, but I mean, I think the strangest part is going to be on the crane. I think the crane's the last part of this as well. That could be hellish to build live, but there we go. We'll go with it. What can I say? I'll do my best. That's all I can do, folks. For you got, I'll just do my best. Thank you for the 35 thumbs up as well. I mean, that's awesome. That is. That's awesome on a Sunday night. Super appreciate it, folks. Right, let's get that over there. So a bit of reinforcement. Pop that down there so I can follow you guys as we're doing this. Yeah, nice. It's cool. Right. So now what I'm going to do is be filling in this area. So this is what all these jumpers are put on here for. So we're going to be putting in kind of a selection of windows, none of which have any glass in them. So there's 4 of those. If I put that there, and one of those. It's really quite a nice design actually. So these are using sort of like a dark brown of them. I suspect it goes around that way like that. So let's put those on first. Keep them all the same. So it goes there like so. That. It's got glass in it. It's good. And then we'll go. Also, as well, folks, let me ask you another question. Do you like me doing when I'm building it, when I'm not building it live and I kind of record it? I do this to kind of truncate the amount of live streams that I do. That really, because as much as I do like building it live, I don't have that much free time, so I kind of do it in my free time, if you like, because it's easy. It's easier for me to stream it, or rather build something at 7 o'clock in the morning than it is to just go live at 7 o'clock in the morning. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. But yeah, do you like me doing the videos, the recordings of it? Because some people they don't really bother. They just say, oh, I've done off stream. I've done another 3 bags. But do you guys like that? And it's what can I say? It's slightly more complications when I'm doing a live stream, simply because effectively I could put that on YouTube actually. Some people do. They put the speed builds on YouTube. But I do it slightly more rough and ready than what most people would do if they were to put it on YouTube full time sort of thing. And I used to do speed builds. I love speed builds actually. That's the same. That's the same. There you go on that. It's fine. That's right. So just making sure. always doubly making sure that I'm doing it right. I read that was it. Anyway, that goes in there. There we go. Just build that. If you're wondering what I'm doing. And these are all reinforced as well, folks. They're not just dumped on. There's an axle. See that red axle there? I think that is a number. It's number 6. Number 6. It's called number 6 axle. That goes on there like so. Oh, there's an interesting name. Bricktastic, featuring the Boss Ross Productions. It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? BFTBRP is an interesting acronym of that as well. Mine just came in the mail. What's the best place you think this set would go well with? The box is huge and shocked me when it arrived. Can't wait to see the intricacies of the interior space inside. There's a lot of space inside it. It goes on to say, quite nicely, it says, I love the recordings being saved so we can watch anything we missed. Much appreciated. Yeah, I do that for the members, actually. I could just pop it on there just for the members to sort of watch back what hour I built it. It's not produced. But yeah, it's. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I tell you what I'm essentially going to be doing with it is these are always interesting pieces. 2x4 half, or they just call it a 2x2, 1x2. I mean, that to me is a 1x2 round. Is there such a thing? Who knows? Anyway, like I always say, folks, new around here, hit that like button. And if you are super new around here, subscribe and become a part of the LBP family. We love it to be here. I'm nearly at 9,000 now as well, folks. We keep that a bit quiet recently, but I am. That pretty close. 9,000. Thanks to you, lovely lot. But yeah, this for me, yeah, I love it. You're going to super enjoy it. You will. Come back to us. Let us know what you think of it yourself. Don't forget, folks, if you want to, feel free to send me any pictures you got, because of course this Friday, London Calling 164. Always like showing off your pictures. And hopefully you lovely lot out there as well like the new thumbnail style. It's kind of sort of mostly done. Maybe little parts of it work in progress. But I'm really pleased with it. And I wasn't even going to use it for this week. I just sort of did it as a sort of tester, as a sort of a POC, a proof of concept. And I liked it so much. I was just like, do you know what? I'm just going to use it. So I did. Because I'd already done the normal one, the sort of the London Calling standard. Replay crew love. I like your sentiment there, Monarch. Very cool. Right. What else we've got going on there? Let me just pop that on there. So we've got a couple of... These all got glass in them, these ones. There we go. Pop that on there. So we've got a nice array of these coming together there. But honestly, it's like 1 floor, 2 floor, 3 floor, the 4th floor or 3rd floor. So we've always got a ground, haven't we? No mezzanine floor as well. At least I don't think there's a mezzanine floor. Got like the sort of the central area there for where I think, I mean, there's the proper staircase. Maybe through the center here, there would be a lift shaft. I don't know. Mind it, one day though, folks, we will find out. I promise you. From me to you. Right, a couple of those plates as well. Let's get those. Right, so what we're doing here. So 1 plate on the bottom. Always love this about Lego. They always, I'll just bring this over here. You can see what I'm doing. Like this. Like most of us when we mock it or something like that, we just put we put a plate there, and maybe just put the other plate on it as well. But when you're a pro, you do it like this, so it looks kind of symmetrical. Right, so he's looking at that. That goes there like so. Still wonder what he's painting. Maybe we'll move him at the last minute. Right, we've got 10 1x2s coming up as well. So 35 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Next target, 40. But 35 is very cool. There we go. Put that on there like so. That's good. Oh, let me just do that so you can see it. I think. I'll take that off. There you go. You can just see what I've done. I've just put some 2x2s on there. I'm going to try and what I'll do is I'll bring the camera out a bit more. See if I can put a bit more reach on it for the next stream. But anyway, so far so good. So that's them. Any plates? Oh, there's a couple of plates to go on there. I nearly missed that. Let's do that. What plates we've got going on there? One of those and one of those. Okay. So again, reinforcing, which pops on there like that. And then we got, so that brings them together. And we put that 1x1 there. And this 1x1 here as well. Oh, I've just heard something materialize in the green room in my ears, which is nice. I'll bring him in as soon as I know he's ready to. He gives me the sign. I'll gently bring him in on this chilled out Sunday. Well, it's early evening now, actually. Let's wait till he's ready. Give us a thumbs up when you're ready, dude. And there he is. How you doing, Craigster?
All right, thanks.
Good stuff. Did you have a nice tea?
Yes, nice chicken casserole.
Oh, lovely. That is very cool, mate. Very nice indeed. How's your weekend been? You been all right?
Not too bad.
Oh, are you feeling a little bit more perkier today? I know you weren't feeling too great yesterday.
Not really.
Oh,
At least I'm not at work tomorrow.
are you not? Oh, how comes? What are you up to?
Nothing. I just have to. I had some days I had to take before April the 1st. So,
Oh, nice.
short week for me this week.
Oh, very nice. Oh, that's good. Well, it's kind of good timing, really, I suppose, in some respects.
Yup.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, how many of those have I got on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Need another one. Coolio. So how are you getting on with Rivendell anyway?
Nearly done. Few more bags to do. That's it.
Oh, wow. So you've completely put all your spare time into that. That's been great, isn't it?
I haven't actually. I've not been doing that much building. I only started building this a little bit today. I've not done a lot. I did a little bit yesterday. Didn't do any last night when I thought I was going to do because I didn't feel great. So
Yeah.
I've been tidying up today in here. So
Oh, that's good. Yeah. I thought I was going to get time to do some tidying up, but it didn't kind of happen really. But then I'm finishing the stream off early today, so I got tidying up. I need to do in the house, if anything. I got some work I need to do as well. So it's actually quite nice that I've got a little bit of spare time. Look at this. I'll put a light on here. There's a lot of detail with this set.
big.
It is massive. Look, if I turn it around, you guys can see what I've been building. This here. So these are the windows that I've been putting in there. Some of them have got glass, plastic inserts in them. And I've just put this bar in here. And it's even got like a little spotlight looking back into it. And you've got this painter and decorator there as well, which is nice. And that's quite handy, turning it around. So are you gonna do a review of Rivendell for your channel?
Yeah.
I'd be interested to know your thoughts on it. I mean, what some people do, and these are people that Instagrammers or something like that. They'll just do they'll just do a little review of it on Instagram. Just sort of take some pictures of it and just say what they thought of it.
No, I used to do like the talking about stuff, but there's nothing really to improve on it, so kind of a pointless one.
Yeah.
You could
So is
add
it-
to it, but I don't think I'd change much on it. There's not a lot. Yeah, there isn't a lot to change in it. The trees maybe need bulking up a little bit, but that's about it.
Yeah. But do you think the trees are better than what were on, say, the A-frame?
I think that's a no-brainer, that one.
Well, the thing is, right, the worst tree I've ever come across before the A-frame was, of course, the...
You're going to say the blacksmith, but that's a nice tree. It was just hard for you to do.
Yeah. But the A-frame
A-frame
now is the new
Trees don't
standard
look right.
for bad trees. And I'll always remember good old Ian saying, they just don't look like trees like that. He didn't quite say it quite like that. It was more Brummy in his accent, but it was words to that effect, folks.
The tree they've done in Rivendell, the almost coniferish type one they've done, is really, really sturdy. It's a really good idea of design for a tree.
And would you
this
like
will have
use
been
that?
in development at the same time, so I can see why they wouldn't use that technique on the A-frame.
Yeah.
But I would replace the A-frame ones with that if they really wanted to. But you can still bulk it out. But the problem with trees is that even when you mock them, is they're so fragile. They do not travel well.
No. No, I suppose you've got to put them in like a sort of a zip bag or something, because you're going to lose parts off it. You might as well just do it in such a way that when they do drop off, you can, fix them fairly quickly.
Used to be a regular sight when I was going to more shows. You'd get there, and the amount of people who were rebuilding trees at the beginning before the show started.
Unless, of course, people craggle them.
Yeah, but I don't think a lot of people would craggle a tree. Would want to use the bits again.
Yeah.
There are ways of doing it, but like I say, you've got to really think outside the box. They've used a lot of pieces I would never have thought of using for trees on Rivendell.
And you've learned, from that, then you've learned some decent techniques.
Yeah, there's loads of stuff on it, but like I say, I would bulk them out a little bit more, but I could see why they wouldn't, because it increased price, piece count price, makes them a little bit more fragile, can't move it around as much.
Let's see what the chat's saying out there. Let's see what they're saying. KO's back from another internet cut-off. Oh, you don't want to do that while you're having a live stream, KO. Bricktastic, featuring the Boss Ross production, says, I missed out on the observatory, unfortunately. It sold out too quick. Yeah, I didn't get that one. Just didn't fancy it. But saying that, I'm watching people build it now, and it is actually very good. High praise from Craig over Rivendell, indeed. Simon just won bank block me from pre-ordering other BDP set for pre-ordering does not work between Lego and bank, as it takes 3 weeks for let the bank know that pay that blimey. Change your bank or get a different card potentially. Simon, KO, they're just telling you you spend too much on Lego. It's probably true. Probably true. I think KO's got the observatory. Is it?
You can pre-order with PayPal. They just have to reauthorize it, don't they, nearer the time?
Yeah, and as long as you're still using the card or whatever it is to pay it, then you'll be fine. The card that you use to for PayPal, then you'll be fine. Because I use American Express, and there's quite a few places that don't use American Express. But oddly enough, if you use PayPal, they accept it. So indirectly, you can use American Express. Smart money move and all that. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and build this in 4 streams. So this is stream number 3. But
how many more bags to do?
This is this is 14. There's 22, so there's quite a few. But I can do a bit more building pre-stream, like I did with this one. I was going to do it in 5, but I won't be able to do the 5th one for. I can't do it next weekend because I'm away. So I was thinking, oh, should I just build a bit more tomorrow, a bit more on Tuesday, and then finish it off on Wednesday?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I just want to do it. You know, when you just want to finish it, like, and it's not because it's terrible or anything like that. Far from it, but I don't want there to be massive gaps between things. I think 4 streams is plenty. 5 streams, I might need that for Studgate, but I'm not sure how many what the piece count is for Studgate. Funny enough, because it's like 2 big builds on a 48 by 48 plate, and then they're just kind of covered with, you know, loads of plastic.
It'll be faffy, that one.
Yeah. I might have to have a
stack building.
Yeah. Have to jigger it around a bit. Oh well, we'll try and work it out. This is way better. I'm using obviously the down view on this. But even then, if I had like another 10 minutes, I'd probably make some adjustments on it and stuff like that. But you don't know these things until you start doing it.
No, and I don't think anyone else has really built them on a live stream for you to reference.
That's
with
a good
them
point,
being
actually.
exclusives.
Yeah, because you can look at it and just say, "Oh, actually, I'll do that next time," or "I'd do that." But yeah, I do quite like the above view. It does work.
Yeah, I always use an above view.
Yeah, well, then you've got there's no way you're going to miss it. But it's all right. It's good. It's good. There we go, folks. I'm just building up this section here. It's just going to go here. Okay, saying, Simon, they never heard of pre-order coming from LEGO. Pre-order? Does that mean you can't do any pre-orders?
What bank have you got?
Yeah.
Sounds like you've got a specialist bank account there that would do that, because banks don't know what a pre-order is. They know what the pre-authorization is, and that's anything. So if you buy something in a shop or you buy fuel at a petrol station, you'll get like a pre-order stuff going through authorization.
Yeah.
It's just then when basically the bank's saying you've got enough money for in there to do it.
Yeah.
Once they send through the payment, they put it on hold for so long, and that's why you have to reauthorize it with PayPal, because the hold only lasts so long.
No, spot on, mate. It might be, I don't know, maybe a credit card would help. It sounds like you're doing it with a debit card.
Yeah, it sounds like it might be your bank account, which, you know, some people do have bank accounts that have got protection on them and stuff.
Yeah.
Not a lot you can do about that.
But that's the thing, you buy them on pre-order, and then literally the last 6 months, everyone's been going, "Oh God, you got any idea when these sets are going to coming out?"
See, we were all on Discord when these were coming on the when they were released on that night. I thought you hadn't got them KO because you didn't like the fact that your steampunk one hadn't made it through, so you weren't buying any.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the only one.
I didn't buy any of the others.
Yeah, that was the only one that didn't go through, wasn't it?
There was another one. There was the studios one as well, wasn't there? There was maybe 3 that in each round that didn't get through, or maybe more.
Okay.
Be interested to do what they're doing this time around with the thing is, because I know that you were talking about it earlier. There's a lot of them. Yeah, there is a lot of them, but
so much so I've not even bothered to look at them yet. I'm just like,
yeah, but the reason there's a lot of them is because people have been allowed to submit them. It's a different thing, isn't it? Direct to that.
Yeah.
So as many that got in through that deadline day, we're going to get through that stage, which is why they're going to have like separate stages down to 5, I would think, depending on what the results say.
I do like them though, Craig. I got to say, I do like these Bricklink Designer ideas, but
it's like you were saying with the instructions. If they specify you have to use Studio, then that might be why they're not quite zooming in and doing stuff like LEGO do. Because although it's a similar instruction platform to Legos, it's not all Legos all singing or dancing. They're not going to let the public get loose on that.
Well, no, because that'll be copyright stuff going on and all sorts. But I don't know. You think LEGO would maybe sprinkle their sort of little bit of magic on it? But
well, they want to do it as low cost as possible, so I can also understand why they wouldn't.
Yeah, that's true.
Think about it. somebody's done all the hard graft for them. All they're doing is supplying the bricks for it, aren't they? Basically, the packaging, and then that's it, isn't it? Their bit's done. All that R&D they've not had to do.
And this is what I'd like to get someone on from it. I want to know how much input Lego has for it. Only in the sense that, do they build it themselves and go, oh yeah, this will work okay, or no, it doesn't? Do you know what I mean?
I think there's some to and forth back between them about certain things that they might say to change, or parts that they won't be able to have, or there must be some consultation between them.
Yeah. It's little things like that. They're the sort of things I want to know. Like I got no interest of how much, they would potentially earn or anything like that from it all. But I just think, you know what I mean? That'd be disrespectful, really. I just want to know stuff like that, the inputs of it all. Well, that's bag 14 done, folks. 14 done. There we go. Really nice tool. See this here? Got a nice sort of, I don't know what you call it really. It's kind of like a tool desk, table for tools. A workbench. That's cool. What am I thinking? A workbench, isn't it? This is very cool around here. All this very detailed. I certainly started off with the fiddly part, but we've built all this section up so far in this stream, which has been grand. I'll tell you what I'll do. Oh God, this might be a nightmare of an idea, but let's hold it up so you guys can see how big it is so far. But it's ginormous. There we go. So
that's big. I think that's the difference in it, with it not being modular. So you're not doing the sections, you've seen it almost before it's fully finished, adding the bits to it. It's epic. It really is. I love it. It's not far off its height though, is it? Looking at the thing, what's it? Another layer of windows, and then it's all crane, isn't it?
Yeah, we've probably got to go up three more brick height from the top. What do you reckon, folks? Pretty epic, isn't it? But it is lovely, honestly, Craig. Building those column sections, so good. Like I was in awe of it when I was building it. I was just like, wow, amazing. Anyway, let's catch up with the chat, see what they're saying while we do this. Oh, we've got your brother out there. Scotty's out there tonight. Scotty,
Gatster,
welcome, my friend. How are you doing?
Parting it up in Valencia, I think.
Is he?
Yeah.
I saw something. I was like, what's he showing on Instagram? So it was a big, loads of smoke and fireworks going off in the day.
Yeah, big festival-y type thing that they do. There was floats and stuff I saw.
Oh, nice.
Scotty, to live in Spain.
They do. It's probably quite warm out there now, isn't it? I mean, it's
really warm now.
It's about 15 it was here today. But
it's been high 20s, isn't it?
So, yeah, which is lovely. So Indica said, now Crazy was here, we're going to have some exciting offset build chat.
Not so sure about that.
We got Simon saying, not a sales pitch, but PayPal credit usually give you interest-free credit for 3 installments on higher cost items. Good point, Simon. And don't forget, folks, when you do order these, they don't take money out straight away. The money comes out once it's shipped. So you have got time to save up for it, so to speak. But you know what these things, they always come around too quick. KO saying, I do bank with Brick Bank, and in my vault is Mr. Gold Collection. Really? You want to start selling them off then? Pull his arms off, KO. Seems there's going to be a part 4 then. Oh, yeah, there's definitely a part 4 of this. The bare minimum is going to be 4. Anyway, I'm going to dig out bags 15. And while I do that, I'll leave you with a quick speed build of bags 11 and 12.
Oh, I keep sinking into your blue. Yeah, I keep sinking into your blue. Stars, I keep seeing stars inside your eyes. In my mind, I'm holding on to all the sparks flying through the dark while we
right into you indeed. Right. Sorry, guys, I was a little bit busy then. I was putting out something out on Instagram. Just let people know we're still alive around here. That's all. Because this is a long one. But yeah, so up to bag 15 now, which is quite nice. What's nice about this bag as well, this is quite useful actually for showing people the parts that I'm about to fit. So I always do a kind of a pre-sort if I can. These are the parts going into this one. Not too much on this one actually, folks. And then they've got these plates as well. These are quite popular now, these, aren't they, Craig? The 2x6 plates.
Yeah.
They're still blooming expensive. And that is definitely a sense that I've got with this set, is that it's kind of like it feels very premium because they've just not put any sort of cheap alternatives in. Do you know what I mean? There's no corners cut or anything like that. Anyway, so looks like we're going to go straight in with the crane build.
It'll have been, this one will have originally been on Bricklink on ideas, so they've been 10k.
Yeah.
And therefore it'll have had a piece limitation, so you've got to make sure you can get your piece count right.
Yeah, good point actually. Yeah. Why use like 2x3s when you've got a 2x6? Right, that goes like that, presumably. Yes. It's a little bit back to front. I love these pieces. I love those. So, do you think people, with certain sets, they're designed just for the people that will be a fan of that? Like, I say the Atari 2600, something like that. That was designed for really more for fans of Ataris, potentially. Do you think Rivendell crosses that, or has that crossover where it's good for people that like Lord of the Rings, but also are big fans of Lego?
I don't know if Lord of the Rings has the same sort of thing that you would want to spend this much money on a Lego set. Having seen or been involved with people who didn't like the Rings of Power, I would have thought they would not necessarily be fans of Lego. I don't know if that. I think they're more aiming this at adult fans of Lego that wanted Lord of the Rings back. That, and I think some of the designers were very much been. If you read some of the interviews, were pitching for Lord of the Rings to come back for a long, long time. Yeah, they weren't getting anywhere. Whereas Atari, I think you're right, is more aimed at trying to get the gamers out there to have like loads of different types of Ataris or Nintendos on their shelves.
Indeedy. KO's off. See that, KO? It's okay. Thanks for tuning in.
He's calling you fella. Bye, fella.
See you later, fella. Who's he? Is Barry?
Mm-hmm.
Loving that. There we go. So we're just going to build some rods. Oh, yeah, I can put this over here so you can see what I'm doing then. And this is probably going to reinforce. There it is. Well, how many of us just give you enough axles? Right, that's that bit built. Oh, that was like 3 pages. 3 pages used for that. Where's this going? It's got to be at the back of this. Yeah, surely. There we go. And we're building. Oh yeah, so we're building up some reinforcements here.
I think this one as well. Looking at what you've been building, it's not got a huge amount of specialist pieces on it. Like I said, the castle in the forest. So I can feel a lot of people will buy the parts for this.
Yep.
And then, like you say, add their own stuff to it.
And then finish it off how they think. I mean, maybe not. I don't know if I want to finish it off. If I did,
I think for you, I think I would leave it as it is because it's nice to have that construction scene in there.
Definitely.
And with it being London, it probably will stay like that for a long, long time. In fact, even when I pan to the city, my thought would be every now and then you just change the constructors' workers from doing something to suddenly eating sandwiches and burgers and hot dogs, and then
You know what I like to do on the crane? I like to do that scene. You know that scene where you've got those.
where they all sit on it.
Yeah, well, they were sitting on it. That. What do you think of that for an idea, folks?
Yeah, you could do it with the Muppets CMFs and change it round, couldn't you? You could do it with all the CMFs.
I know.
Every time the CMF series, you could just put them up there.
Yes, and you could. I could just, because there's 12. I think there's 11 men on that scene, which is more than what people think. I'm sure it was in a quiz a few weeks ago. I heard it. And for the 12th person, which is how many you get in the CMF series, you could have them driving the crane.
Yeah,
that's great. That's a really good idea. I'm inspired, Craig.
They're all the kind of things I would have done if I would time to finish my city and mess about with stuff, put things in and set up scenes. But
you've not finished yours. I mean, cities are never technically ever finished, are they? But where are you at with your city?
I'm just trying to sort stuff out. I've not done any more work on it because I've not got any further with all the extra parts. I just need to finish it's mock season. I mean, it's show season, so I need to do the mock.
Yeah. Of course, that doesn't just happen overnight, does it?
So once I get all them done, I'll probably get back to it and do some thinking. I might lift it up a level so I can have the trains run underneath and get some more space. It's not just the city that changes, the room gets perfected as we move through time.
Okay.
So yours is purpose built, you see. You knew what you were doing when you built your square and where your tables were going to go.
Yeah.
Mine's always been adapting. Although there are a lot of parts coming out these days, so we're going to run out of drawer space soon if they continue.
We're gonna have to maybe get less. I mean, you always like lots of spares, don't you?
I like to have parts to be able to build with, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's not. I've got. Yeah, I'm saying I haven't got that many drawers left for new elements, so to keep bringing out new elements, I'm going to struggle unless I start putting the retired ones away.
Yeah, there we go. I'm just putting in here, folks. It's a reinforcement for the crane.
Should have the aliens from Toy Story driving the crane in the claw. Mitty's in the house again. Hello.
Hey, Mitty. How you doing?
How was the F1?
Was he building the F1? The Technic?
He's watching it.
Oh. As Hamilton
done it. Yeah. Don't know.
Did Newcastle play this weekend, or was it mostly all...
They played Friday and won against Forest with the
nice.
most ridiculously disallowed goal ever.
Well, actually, really?
In terms of Newcastle, I would say it is, but in terms of this season and VAR, maybe not, because there's been some really stupid decisions with goals.
Oh, yeah.
It was one of those ones where VAR should never have got involved in it. But they sent him to the monitor, and then when you go to the monitor, you see it, and you think, well, you're just going to make sure that you look at it, and you think, oh, well, I am right then. But they're supposed to send him to the monitor if they think they may have made a mistake, as I understand the rules.
Yeah.
Well, you can't be offside if somebody kicks the ball against you from the other team. If they go to make an effective clearance, they play you back onside. So
yeah,
that's what they did. He was offside when the ball was played, but he wasn't interfering. And then the defender goes and kicks it against him, and it falls to one of our players who crosses it in and headers it. It's like,
well, that's their mistake.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? VAR is just rubbish. It's just absolutely rubbish.
Well, I tell you what, right? I watched about half hour of a game today. I don't know if you saw it. The FA Cup game, Blackburn Rovers versus Sheffield United. Oh my God, it was such a good game. It was like proper end-to-end stuff. I loved it. No VAR.
It was good.
It was really good. Honestly, if you get to I would 100%. Anyone who's into football, watch the highlights of that game. It was very good. And I'm complete neutral. I wasn't a fan of either team. I'm particularly not a fan of Sheffield United. Being a West Ham fan, they sued us for about 5 years non-stop. They did. That was back in the day when we had Tevez, and they kept us up in the league. But we'd kind of been a bit naughty and signed him when we shouldn't have, or something like that. Anyway, cost us about 5 million. Right, let's get these parts out.
It's just done so well in other sports. I don't understand why they're making it so difficult for football. But then the rugby yesterday was a jerk, wasn't it? The union.
I haven't watched any of it, mate. I mean, all I know is I was bigging England up a few weeks ago, and since then they've lost. So I just shut my mouth now.
Yeah, they had. I didn't watch it. I haven't been watching it, but I know that they had somebody sent off yesterday, and it was just ridiculous. The law is stupid in that game.
Is it?
Yeah, you're going to get contact with the head. You're playing rugby. You either stop playing rugby and ban it, or worry about the fact that people are going to get brain injuries from it, because that's just like the same with boxing. It's like they're pounding each other's head, but you still allow boxing to go ahead without all this being sued for. Like, I think the rugby players out there, they're suing.
Are they?
Yeah, they're suing the union. I don't know, whatever it is for the.
Oh wow!
It's like you knew what you were getting yourself into when you started playing, and you took the money, but it's all right now because you've got problems, so you're trying to blame them for not protecting you. But apparently he couldn't. There was no way he could have got out of the way or done anything. He was going to make contact with the heads, but they sent him off anyway. So surely it's got to be about intent.
Oh yeah, it's got to be about intent.
It's like just crazy. World's going mad.
Well, it's going to be a non-contact. I mean, I wouldn't surprise me if people just didn't do headers one day in football.
Oh yeah, that'll come. That'll come. It's madness. It's madness. It's when they make light kits for foosball tables. That's when you know the world's gone mad.
Oh god, yeah, foosball. Hideous set. I mean, it would have been the foosball table would have been all right if it was like 75% cheaper.
Or they've done it bigger and put a disclaimer on saying that if you play it too hard, you might break it, but that's not Lego's fault. Or in the first place, don't actually pass it because you know you can't build it.
Yeah,
it's not really dissimilar, is it? It's somebody putting a German war tank on ideas and it getting all the way through and them saying, "Oh well, we don't do German war tanks, so we're going to reject it." It's like you knew that the football table was impossible to do at that size and pass your own rules, but you let it go through anyway. I'm sure the designer's not bothered because they're going to get their 1%, aren't they? And they've got a set made by Lego.
Yeah, I mean they're going to definitely be happy about it. Obviously, I mean we would be if we'd done it ourselves. Yeah. But I'm interested. Maybe you should look back and see what could have been.
The original version was way better.
It was bigger, wasn't it? It was a proper.
It was huge.
Yeah.
But for me, they're the ones I don't like. And even though we've had some good sets out of it, I just don't like the competitions. It's like you've got an ideas platform, submit it to ideas. If it gets through, stick to that. You've now got the Bricklink Designer. Why do they have to run these competitions for people to design something to win to get through? It's like another layer of it. It's like there's enough idea sets anyway.
Yeah.
You know, I know the little surf car was one, didn't it? And the sailboat ended up being a gift with purchase, and which they make them two both make sense because the gift with purchases. But the football one was a competition about sporting equipment or something. It's like, I think you've got enough with what you're doing already.
Do you know what I think would have been better? Like a little micro build of a foosball table, and you know the all the minifigures that came out with it, and then it became a proper minifigure sort of pack. To have got, I don't know, maybe a rethink. But then we're just not fans of that set, are we? I'm sure there's probably plenty of people out there that like it. Talking of which, there's people out there. So let's see what they're saying out there. Salix, who's built Studgate recently. There were a few instances while building Studgate that I scratched my head because they could have used just a 1x6 plate, but they used 2 1x1 plates and 1 1x4 plate instead. Interesting.
Get that piece count up.
Yeah, that could be for that. That's the thing. It depends how many pieces you've got in there and how close you are to kind of not need it. Some people want to keep it up there. But yeah, let me know, Salix. Drop me a message and just let me know what was the hardest part. So, any hints and tips to look out for on the build? Because I'm going to be building it live, so it's going to be.
They're going to do that all the time, though. They don't want to put an extra different piece in, so they've already got 1x2 tiles in there in that color. They don't put a 1x4 tile in unless it's to do with stability. If they can get away with just using that 1x2, they will just double it up. But they do that. Everyone sees that on builds all the time. But you think, why have they used this like that?
Yeah,
it's because they're trying to keep the production cost down.
Do they celebrate Mother's Day in Spain today?
No, I think it's I think it's later on in the year.
Okay. America's May. Malak's giving out some love to Tim. It was good.
What's he saying? Doesn't a 1x4 and 2 1x1 have a slightly different offset of a centre stud? That's true, they do.
That'll be it. There's a lot of offsetting in this set, that's for sure. All I know now is every time there's something like a jumper, like these, or something with a hole, I'm like, oh, make sure you get that right, Gregors.
That's an interestingly designed piece, isn't it?
What? Is that actually Lego?
Yeah.
It's like it reminds me of cabbage. I can't think why.
No, why? Yeah.
It's like a pepperoni. It's like one of those angry pepperonis.
Yep. It's an interesting thing that they've put in there to do what this is.
And what special part of the build is that in Rivendell? Is that like the
part of the tree?
Is it really? Is it a sausage tree?
It's going in there, look, and you're not going to see this bit, but it's the way they want it to.
Yeah.
Weird.
All right. We'll have to think up some names for that.
Weird.
Yeah. How unorthodox, Craig. He's cheered him up though. Look at it. Look. It's probably the best thing he's built in days. That is.
I love a good sausage.
They do. Gandalf's toilet.
It's kind of funny, isn't it, that they're using that piece there when they're also using the sausages for the armrests. I don't know whether they're trying to do that deliberately or inside Lego jerk taking the mickey. I don't know.
Oh, they definitely are. There's some sort of sausage malarkey going on there.
A fest.
Right, let's get that on there.
Trust Cabbage to come in there.
Yeah, he did. He saw. I bet he had some sort of strange Google search on it or something like that.
If you mention sausage or anything like that, he's there.
He's straight in there.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a reflex action, isn't it?
I've got reflux with him, probably.
I keep telling him he's got to chew your food. He's got to chew your food.
Oh, I saw a picture of him with his all his family out. Looked like he had a good time. Was that your brother that you were with, Aaron? Because if you want, he'll half look like you.
Who's the better looking one? Him or his brother?
Oh, definitely Aaron.
I watched that new Disney film last night. The one set in Ireland, the Banshees of something or other. It's called.
The one with Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't bother.
It won Oscars, didn't it? Which puts that immediately decides that I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, I was just
it won BAFTAs or Oscars 9 times out of 10. I ain't going to watch it.
Yeah, and that's the reason I watched it. I just thought, oh, this is, and what I'd seen from the adverts, it looked funny. It was anything. It was
probably
like,
showed you the best bits, in other words.
It was. They basically showed in the adverts. They showed all the comedic parts. And when I watched it, I was just like, what? It was just Yeah, I was shocked. I was just like, oh damn it! I could have watched something else. At last minute, we almost changed it.
You build another one.
Do you?
Yeah.
You could have like a sausage fight.
Yeah. There's a lot of brown sausages in this. Tree effect they're doing.
It's got a hell of a trunk on it, isn't it?
I need to put that on. Better. What did he say? So, Salix saying step 1030 was difficult. It's a step where you attach those garage windows to the top level. I put the top level on top of a box and then connect the garage windows bit by bit. Ooh, sounds interesting.
What did he say? It says step 1030 was difficult. It's the step where you attach those garage windows to the top level. I put the top level on top of the box and then connect the garage window bit by bit. Okay, yeah. I'll try and avoid that then for the live stream.
The glass dome and chandelier were difficult to put together as well.
Really?
Brother, mum, cousin, aunt, and uncle. 'Twas nice. Bloody service was slow. We were in there 3 hours.
Oh,
How much did you order? It's almost like they didn't expect Mother's Day to be busy. That's half the problem. That's why I don't go out on Mother's Day.
Yeah, well, I took mine out yesterday, so I got away with that one. Yeah.
Bazza did it right. He got Mother's Day mixed up and bought the flowers a week early. I bet he saved himself some money there.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like
Easily done though this time of year, and everyone's going on about it in every single advert and everything. And
oh, that's funny though.
Same with the clocks going forward and back. Isn't it?
Even on Friday, I corrected someone when I said, "Oh no, your stream starts at this time," and then I got my own one wrong. I was like, ugh. I got one plate too high on this. I'm just doing a minor adjustment there. Right, so we got that. It goes around like that, and then we got this.
So what's Aaron saying? I think due to these sets being very complex, it's something that puts LEGO off. What, doing them or doing them off in the review stage, do you think? Why they don't get through? I think it's fitting them in that production run that probably causes them headaches because they've got everything planned out.
Yeah.
And then I pretty much that first wave, we saw a lot of stuff that was on back order or out of stock for a long period of time while they were trying to.
That was it. While they're sucking it up.
Yeah, while they were trying to work out how to get all these sets done, they seem to be not on it with the other stuff. So I think they probably learned from that. They could just reduce less sets per year, and that would make it easier.
Yeah. They see that they want to.
No, which I think they need to.
Yeah, maybe.
I think sales suffer because the amount of stuff that comes out. Because everyone knows about the Indiana Jones. Seems to be quite a lot of hype for that, but you've got to. Everyone's thinking, well, I'm not going to buy something now because I know the Indiana Jones are coming out. I'm not going to buy something because I know the Bricklink designers are due. It's like that hurts sales. They could spread them out a little bit better than they used to do. 2015, 16. Different release dates in different countries. Seem to stop doing that now, but that helped with the keeping up with demand. It's like they're reluctant to do that as much. Probably because too many people whinge that other people get them before them. But
I think this time around, though, a lot of people seem to have got Studgate and the Chalet and the Observatory roughly at the same time. There's we were months before between us and America. Right, that's done.
They come when they come. I don't know why anybody can get Like you say, you pay when they ship, so you can't really moan about the fact that how long it takes to come, because you're only going to get billed when it comes.
Yeah.
If it takes longer, it takes longer. You're still getting it.
Yeah, I agree.
The worst thing is when people whinge about, like, this gets released here and this gets released there and we have to wait. Well, it's like, we'll just wait. It's called patience. We used to do it a lot when we were younger.
Yeah, do you remember how long did it used to take for a movie to come out on video back in the day?
Didn't have Disney Plus in them days for like stuff. You'd wait for ages. You wouldn't even be able to have naughty streams to watch stuff.
I know, it's funny, really. And all this on demand. Everything's on demand.
Yeah. That's why kids don't have any patience whatsoever.
I'm not, saying that's probably why they are like that, but it's probably why they are like that.
Well, they have fun and everything, don't they? You don't have to entertain yourselves. I mean, we used to sit there on long trips and just
Are we there yet?
pass your own thoughts, didn't you? Read a book, weirdly enough. Couldn't play on a phone.
Read a book, yeah. Like off audio.
Your Nintendo, you only used to have one game on it, and you were stuck with that game because it's all it ever played. You were lucky to have the old LCD Nintendos. You got good at them there.
Yeah, a lot of people just watch other people play games now, don't they? That's the thing.
It's weird, isn't it? Never understood that.
When I were a lad, it was all fields. I tell you what, mate, I am noticing that as well. I'm definitely noticing, especially in Essex. My God, the building work going up around Malden and Chelmsford is unbelievable. I was shocked yesterday when I was driving around. I was like, blimey, that really was a field a couple of years ago.
It's progress, though, isn't it? Progress is progress.
Yeah, it's just things on demand. There we go. That's just the way it is, isn't it? Tis the way it is.
I mean, soon it'll be. When I was a lad, that was all these flats. Now it's something else.
Yeah. There will always be something else, my friend.
We have that in some parts of Hull where they were high rises, but they've all been knocked down now and they've rebuilt as like more maybe terraced and stuff, like more new build stuff. Like they've just decided that the high rises were no good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing then.
Yeah, it looks better than it did. It's just interesting how you normally would have knocked stuff down to put in high rises at one point.
Yeah. There's certainly big houses around here where I live where they're knocking them down and putting in flats now. Not blocks of flats, but like three levels high sort of sets of flats.
Yeah. We've got Robert Sullivan, hello, and Sam Parry's in. Hello, Sam.
Hey, Sam. Good to see you, dude. Has he moved yet?
No.
Blimey.
No. It's moving forward, but it's like everything with moving, it takes a while.
Oh, it does. Money for old rope, that is. If you're a lawyer. So are you just off tomorrow, dude, or you got Tuesday off as well?
No, I took Monday and Friday, so I had 2 long weekends. Running into the bank holiday thing, it's the right thing to do, isn't it? Start prepping.
Yeah. You doing any shows on the bank holiday weekend or anything like that?
I don't think so. There probably is shows, but none I'm going to. The only one I'm doing is the Yorkshire Brick Show, and that's 16th, 17th of April.
Sweet. Good stuff. I'm curious about the crane. Is it structured sturdy enough? Yeah, it's very sturdy. It's got little axle, little Technic axles going through it, dude. It's really well done. Right. So I'm going to be doing a lot of this. Right, this is quite nice. I'm going to be doing quite a bit of It looks like the next bag is just all tiling by the looks of it. This is kind of nice.
Right. You said you'd watched the latest Picard, didn't you?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I actually think this week's Picard was better than Mandalorian.
Nah, everyone's forgetting about the starfight at the beginning and the Creed stuff at the end.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed both. To be honest, I enjoyed both of them. They are. I would say that it's almost like they're going toe to toe, isn't it? Star Wars and Star Trek.
The Picard's good because the people who are making Picard are all the same people that were involved in other Star Trek series. And like, I know Jonathan Frakes, who's Will Riker, if nobody knew that, but he's a director. He's directed quite a lot of big films. He's directed an episode, and when you've got people like that at your disposal, they know how to make the story flow. And what they did in Picard was right. They built and built and built this latest episode, that is, and then you got the whammy at where I really didn't. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody that's seen it. I really didn't know where they were going to go with this storyline, and I was starting to fear where it was going to go. And then it turned out that it was the opposite of what it thought it was going to. It was a real good ending, and it made you watch it and thinking that was a really good episode. Now, what I think they should have done with Manda, and people might disagree, is they should have started with the Doctor story at the very beginning. Yeah. Get that bit of world building that they needed to do. That was very, yes, I know it's very Andor style. Get it out at the beginning, and then cut to them recovering from when he fell in the water.
Yeah.
And so the last half an hour was purely Manda, and people would not have moaned as much as I've heard people moan about this episode. Because the starfighting thing was really, really good. The ending was really, really good. But because there was a big chunk of it in the middle that was world building and at times felt a little bit slower, like, you know, the bit where they sat on the train seemed to be a little pointless. Why they had to sit on the train for that amount of time? It was
Why did they have to have an adventure on the train? Why didn't they just get on the train and just and
then
also as well
get off the end of it?
When they jumped off on it, I was like, they're gonna die. Like and then it just happened to hit something that was soft, and I was just like, oh come on, that was it. That took it out for me. I was a bit like, I mean, it is unbelievable, the whole thing, really, but you know, when you sort of think.
So my point to that was the way they were building the tension between the two and the trust was fine, but the longer it went on, if, for example, she hadn't made those decisions so quickly afterwards with what happened at the end of that particular scene, then it would have made sense. You know, if that had carried over to next week, if they'd have sort of ended it at the bit where he finished, and not done the bit later on in the laboratory without spoiling it, then that would have made sense, because you'd been building and building, but it was so quick from her doing one thing to her doing another thing that you thought, why did this build the tension sat on the train? There was no need. It was like filler that wasn't required, that didn't do anything to drive the plot, and has now made everyone think this is not about a good episode. But the starfight was amazing. But again, because you'd watched it and then had the gap, and then they'd done the Creed stuff at the end, you were like,
it just needed to have been better produced in the sense that the way
which
round.
Is what I'm saying. What Picard's last episode did really well, built and built and built and end really well. That's all they needed to do. Get that world bin out of the way, because you'd have just been like, the whole time you're watching him, you'd have been going, hang on a minute, they've just come out of the water. What's going on? And thinking, oh, we're not going to get another. The thing is, it would have built it, because you'd have gone, oh, we're not going to get another episode where we don't find out till next week. You know, she's just seen something, blah, blah, blah. We want to know what's going to happen. And then they would have brought it in. Then you'd have had the staff. You'd have forgotten about all that world building, and you'd just gone, yeah, this is a really good episode. It's just poor directing and production on that one, to be fair.
It's the production, isn't it? It's not so much the...
Just melded two episodes together and kind of ruined what... They'd have been better off doing them as 2 half-an-hour ones.
Right, well, that's bag 15 done, mate. Hold that thought, because we'll come back to Picard. I've done that one pretty quick. Let's have a look. This next one is just all plates and tiles. So I think I might have a dig at them. Are you good to hang around for another 15, 20 minutes or so?
Yeah.
Cool, man. All right, we'll give it a go. All right, folks. Well, while I dig these out, I'll leave you, of course. This video seems to come around quicker every time. I must be getting better at this set. Maybe not. I'll tell you what. Right, let's go for a blast from the past. Let's do bags 7 and 8. Should we just do that? Because I've shown 3 other ones, but it feels like ages ago now, folks. But stay back, sit back, give us a thumbs up if you just tuned in. We're nearly at 40. Come on, folks. We could do this. Also, while you're there, check out Craig. You'll find his details there in the description below. And you know what? Hit that survey as well. Cast your vote, folks. It's looking likely that I'm going to be doing Studgate as the next big build, but time will tell. Anyway, sit back and enjoy a little bit of music. Ibiza style.
Oh, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue. Yeah, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue. Stars, I keep seeing stars inside your eyes. In my mind, I'm holding on to all the sparks flying through the dark while we collide. Tell me that I'm all you ever wanted. Take me to a crowded place and I know all I see is the way that you breathe. Hit me like a hurricane and I know all I need is your love next to me. Oh, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue. Yeah, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue, right into you. Underwater, I'm under, but I'm high. I can't let go of the way you love me better. Thought I could never touch the sky, but you got me holding heaven. Take me to a crowded place and I know all I see is the way that you breathe. Hit me like a hurricane and I know all I need is your love next to me. Oh, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue. Yeah, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue, right into you. Oh, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue. Yeah, I keep sinking into your blue, into your blue, right into you.
I'm definitely thinking of doing another tune for the next one. I'd use that song, folks, because I actually quite like it. But even I have my limits on how many times I like to play it. So I thought I'd give you a different visual on this one. So this is something I'm building already. I built all that whilst we were on a quick break. And these are all the tiles. Ooh, look at that. All those. Bundles of those. Jacktastic, that is. And those. That's it. That shouldn't take too long to build. So do you think, because you don't buy that many Lego sets, to be fair, Craig, because you do a lot of your own stuff. Do you think Rivendell's potentially up there with being one of your best sets you've ever built?
It's a difficult one because there's a lot of really good techniques on it that are up there with modular buildings, castle buildings. But when it's built, it's just so visually impacting. It's like that cross between proper building and art.
All right.
It's very, very clever. It's not that I haven't enjoyed building it, because I have. And I'm kind of the same as I am with some sets where you don't really want them to end. I don't know. It's really, really difficult to place it. It's kind of like I always said the castle. If you're not a castle fan, don't go out and buy the castle. Even though just go look at the techniques on the instructions, because those techniques will show up in modulars. I can guarantee it. And if you're not a Lord of the Rings fan, should you be buying something that's predominantly Lord of the Rings? But I kind of think everyone would benefit from building this set. A lot of people are going to struggle where to put it. It's absolutely enormous.
How many, like, what's the base? What base plate would you need if you wanted to, for some strange reason, mills it?
Yeah, you couldn't mills this. I would really struggle. It's funny angles, but if you had to put it on flat by flat, you're looking at least 248 by 48s to cover it. I would think.
Yeah.
248s by 48s would do it with depth and length, and then you'd have a lot of the back of this bit to fill. But it's the awkwardness shape of it. What is interesting though is when I built my castle, I went away from doing the hinges because I couldn't quite think of a way of transporting it. So I went for the Technic pins, which are the half axle half pin, and lifting little bits off as modular. And this was before I knew about Rivendell, and Rivendell's the same technique as what I did for the Falcon's Fortress.
Oh right,
it's kind of weird, isn't it? That it's like exactly the stuff I've been doing is the same way they've put all these pieces together. So it's almost felt familiar building it at times as well, which is weird. We've got Bazza out there. He's been watching for a while, he says, but he's on the TV, so he wasn't commenting.
Ah, okay. All right. Good to have you out there, I was going to say, I always think, shall I play it? I'm like, yeah, Bazza likes that one. But I don't normally get through 4 bags as well, so I don't normally play it too often.
I think the set will be around for a while, people, to get it. So I would wait for a decent deal if you want to. But if you really can't resist and you want to pay full price for this, you will not be disappointed. It is well worth the money by far. And I don't say that often.
You don't say that often.
People know me.
I don't think I've ever heard you say that. Yeah, it's a great set. When I saw it, I was like, wow. And every time I see, I know you sent me a picture of it earlier on, but honestly, mate, every time I see it, a picture of it, I always see something that I've not seen before.
Yeah, there is a lot going on. Just things like the prints on the minifigure, why they haven't done those before. It's almost like they've said, we might only get one shot at Lord of the Rings as a minifigure scale again, so we're going to go, this is the graphics we're going to do. It seems everybody that worked on it was really, really passionate about it, which I don't think you always get.
Yeah, so you think everyone that worked on it sort of brought their A game to it?
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, every little detail on the minifigures. Never mind. My favourite thing about it, as ridiculous as it sounds, is that new fern piece. That it is so good. They need to do that in more colours. It will be like I've talked to Bazza on Discord. It will be brilliant for Jurassic Park stuff because it's a far more looking plant than what we've currently got.
Yeah, when's the Jurassic Park stuff coming out? That's April,
June?
isn't it?
Is it June?
Oh, June. No, you're quite
June?
right. It's June. 100% it's June.
Which is good, but we hear about stuff and we then think, it seems ages away and the hype goes. But like I said before, I'd rather everything was spaced out better because I want some of the Indiana Jones stuff and I want some of the Jurassic Park stuff. But I'm not going to be able to. And then, like I said, with this, if you think about what's coming, the Batcave's coming. What else is rumored to come? Gringotts is rumored to come. And these all are more than likely, even though the rumors and things are to actually arrive on the scene. There was something else I thought of the other day that's
Marvel.
I'm not so bothered about that. I know what it is. That even though I've got
Pac-Man, that's coming. I mean, Baz will get the Pac-Man thing.
Yeah, no, I'm not fussed about that. There was something else that I thought was definitely on my radar too. Ninjaga.
Oh yeah,
Ninjaga Market, and I'm thinking that now I know why it was a good decision to buy Rivendell at this Airfall Day because there is so much coming for the Airfall Days. that if I hadn't have got it, then I would have ended up, you know what I mean? And then you've got next year, and there'll be more stuff next year. Like, I know what they're doing. They've really got us by the short and curlies, if you ask me. But the good thing there is, do I start clearing out stuff I don't want? Like, for example, the helicarrier. It's up there. It's displayed. I enjoyed building it, but you know, I think I'm not likely to do another one. Maybe one day. In the meantime, maybe I should look at moving stuff on. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the way we should be looking at.
Well, there comes a point where you've got to, you've got to assess what the heck's going on and what you've got, and it's like you either stick with what you've got or you buy new stuff and move on old stuff that you don't any longer want, or you piece it out. You know, you just put it into your parts collection. Yeah,
but some things become a little bit too valuable to go in the Viking Village. Yeah, you're right. There's that as well. Crikey.
Oh, Viking Village, yeah. We don't know when that's coming out. That might not come out for quite a while yet. Hopefully.
It's a bit like the rumored medieval market thing that I'm definitely going to want is. It needs to come out next year. Please, Lego, bring it out next year. Don't bring it out this year.
Will Barry be up for the Viking Village? Do you reckon?
Yeah, 100%. I think we both voted on it when it came out.
Yeah, I certainly did.
Yeah, I don't regret like getting rid of the haunted house when I got rid of the haunted house. I certainly don't regret getting rid of the Ferris wheel either. But it's you as you go through this hobby, you do sort of tailor what you needs.
Yeah,
and there was a lot less things to coming out that were direct to consumer when I first started buying the bigger sets. Yeah, sure up with the D. Barry Bazza, go away again. D&D now is coming out with. But yeah, you realize what you like and what you don't like. But when you've got not that much coming out for large sets, consumer sets, you tend to buy a lot more that stuff, and then you think, oh, like you say, I'll just break it up, put it in parts collection. But its value's pretty good, so that allows you to buy something that maybe you couldn't afford by just offloading something like a helicarrier or a.
And the helicarrier, you got nothing in your city that you would need that for, unless you're a massive Marvel fan. But I think you've kind of floated a little bit away from Marvel stuff.
I like the Bugle, but then I converted it, didn't I? And I like the Sanctum, but it's about having room to use it. So I would wait till, again, the Sanctum was on sale fairly quickly. I would get that when it's, again, probably going to be cheaper. Build it, and then I probably shift it on.
Yeah.
Because I do like the building side of it. I'm like everybody. It's nice to sit down and build a set from time to time. Unless I could, modify it and like Jesse did, and then it would become something that would end up going to shows or something or other. There are a couple of ideas I had with it, but I've got that many other projects on the go. You think, do those first and then reassess. There is always time.
Yeah, I'll tell you something. Go on.
I was going to say, if stuff retires and you don't get around to getting it, that's for me. That's just a sign saying you didn't really want it. So move on.
Exactly. I'm curious though, because do you know what? I was thinking, I might do a video on this, but Ash and Flash of all people beat me to it. I haven't even watched it yet, but I saw the headline. I was like, oh, I should have done it. There's no Shazam sets coming out. What's all that about? And the reason I noticed it, folks, is because Shazam is my favorite superhero. Hey, dude,
I don't know. I think when it comes to DC stuff, they're only really interested, Lego, in protecting Batman, because Batman was a big thing for them when they did it. And you remember Batman was a standalone when it first came. It wasn't DC superheroes. It was just Batman. And they sold a lot of those sets. So I think, like the Flash, are people really going to go and watch the Flash film based on the trailer because it's got the Flash in it, or are they going to watch it because it's got Keaton in it? I mean, come on.
Yeah, Keaton. Yeah, 100%. It's all Batman. It's all I'm interested in seeing.
And there's people who've seen it early, even people like Tom Cruise who said it's an absolute banger of a film. And
really?
That trailer, that trailer. I mean, yeah, James Gunn said the same. It is a really, really good film. It looks great. Whereas Shazam's kind of just sort of floated. It's not going to get any extra love by the sounds of it. And
Well,
you
no,
just
because
think,
the universe isn't being continued anymore with him in it, is it?
I
Or
think
with the usual one. Is he going to be like one of the few characters that actually still continues?
there's a lot of ifs and buts with that from when you listen to what James Gunn had to say. That makes me think it does depend on how well the film does. If the film does significantly well, like an Aquaman film, I can see that they would bring back Zachary to do it and use it as some kind of soft. I mean, to me it looks good, and I do like the story of the Daughters of Atlas. So it's a good one.
Yeah.
But if you don't know anything about it, it's well worth going to watch the film.
I tell you what, though, I've seen the trailer to that Aquaman film, that new one, and it looks bad. Like the graphics look really terrible.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens with that one. To be fair,
like it looks
obviously the
like
first
Superman 4.
Really well.
That's how bad it looks. It looks like Superman 4. But again, I don't know if that's a general feeling or anything like that. I just saw it and I was just like, I mean, there's something a bit off about that. That's a lot of jumpers, a lot of 2x2 jumpers in this bag.
Not been a lot of hype for films in general though that have released this weekend.
No,
it's a little bit too early for UK. These films tend to come out more actually when it is Easter, don't they? Here,
yeah,
sort of cash in on the hot Easter stuff. The Dungeons and Dragons one and Shazam, they're a little bit early. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they do. And that's the thing, I'm more interested in going to see the Dungeons and Dragons than I am the Shazam. And I like Shazam. I don't know what it is. Maybe we're just getting bored of superhero films.
I always thought it would happen. To be honest, it has to be. It was a bit like what would be different, like The Watchers, or The Watchmen, I should say. That was different when it came out, but again, that was kind of at the early stages of superhero movies coming out. Maybe we're getting a bit superhero fatigue, and they're doing good TV shows of them now. So, no, like The Boys. Do you know what I mean? There's just nothing like The Boys. I mean, that is just mad. The stuff that goes on in The Boys, and it just makes
that's a different one. The Boys, though, isn't it? Completely different.
Right, that was quite something doing that play. Look at that, everyone.
Nice.
Yeah, really nice. All right, again, offsetting though. It's all offsetting. This is. All right, so that's going to go there. All right, count me studs now. 10. I've never built so much offsetting before in a set.
You've done a fair few if you'd have done more of the older modules as well, I think, because you didn't get the modulars till later, did you? Some of the ones you missed out on.
Oh no, I was late to that. I think the oldest one I've got is the diner. Oh no, what am I talking about? I then got some after that. I got the pet store, got the detective's office to build as well.
And they've got offsets in the windows and stuff. It's more of a regular thing in those.
This is like offsetting on a grand scale. This is okay. Those and those are the same. There's another 2 studs on that. You got any Lego plans for this week, then, mate? With your time off?
No, I'm just, like I say, I'm going to do some tidying up in here and getting it into a really good place as much as I can.
Yeah, nice.
Rivendell's just slowed down that process. Like, There's a lot of stuff that are in boxes still from Bricktastic that might as well stay in them for Yorkshire Brick Share. So I'm going to probably improve the Sorcerer's Tower for that share. So
Yeah, I know that.
That won't take too long for me to just, in terms of mock building, it won't take that long. It's still going to be quite the process. But I also want to get this back cave roof secured because it keeps getting knocked and I've been putting it off, so I need to get on it. I blame the dog. Keeps catching his bum on it.
He keeps catching his bum on it.
Yeah, he tries to turn around in that small gap and he knocks everything
I gotcha. Yeah.
Instead of just backing out.
Oops. Keep whacking the mic with my hat. Oh, okay, that goes across there. How is your dog anyway? How's he doing?
He's good, yeah, it's fine. It's a pretty impressive trunk, isn't it?
Oh, let's have a look. What do you think of that, folks? So that is a proper tree, dude.
Yeah, I think it'll probably just need some more leaves. I don't think they've put enough leaves on it for the size of the trunk, but it is pretty clever how they've built it with
Out of sausages, massive
with
sausages.
big round sausages. Look. It does look the part when they're in, but when you're building them, it looks a bit weird.
Yeah, I reckon Cabbage is going to go out tomorrow and spy that straight away. Like, no hesitation.
And then the next bag, number 48 and 49, are the last two, and it seems to be giving the weapons to the characters as well, which is interesting at this point.
All right.
Where did I put the weapons? There. So yeah, I didn't know this until the design interview, but these weapons is one big mold. So they're basically every time they pump the ABS into it, every time they open it up, these come out. It's not just like making one sword at a time with others like they do with other stuff.
Yeah.
Or a spear. This is one process. They get these bags of weapons. They do that with all the burn packs and stuff, which is why we've got so many molds in this one, because they can get if they've got enough molds, they can fill, for cost and everything else, they can fill that one mold off with enough weapons. Whereas the Darksaber would be its own brand new mold, and they just go bang, bang, bang. So it costs a lot more money.
So, but they've done a mold now, haven't they? They've done a mold for it.
I think they just recolored one of the other blades, though, have they? I'm not sure it's.
Oh, is that what it is?
Brand new. But like I said, if they'd just done it dual molded, it would have looked really cool. You'd have like a white and black effect to it.
Yeah, it needed that kind of marble effect to it. Right. Excuse me. Little frog in my throat. Those offset spacers, it says they may seem OTT. However, there is a very good reason for the ones you've just added. It's all to do with axis of symmetry.
Yeah, this is the thing when you look at something like this in Rivendell and you think, you've got to have some knowledge of geometry to do all this work, this stuff out. I couldn't do it. I always struggle with getting angled plates to line up. I just faff until it works and then just forget how I did it.
No, I've enjoyed it. This plate that was completely beautiful. I'm completely geared up for offsets now.
He's offset all the time.
I am offset. Again, could be a good name for a podcast. Offset, the offsets. I don't know why I keep saying that. I mean, it's amazing the amount of people that think London Calling is a podcast. I suppose in some ways it is. But...
The offset podcast would have to be like as crazy as some parts of Sarah, where you're going right off topic.
I can easily do that, to be fair.
Well,
At times
Depends
in
on-
London Calling, we do go off topic. Sometimes we just, it depends what crazy things we've been doing that week. I noticed a load of these in the Pebbles this weekend. Baz is saying everything. The 2x4 white tiles.
Oh,
Loads
yeah.
of them.
What's he saying?
Something about the 90s. He loves his 90s, doesn't he? I bet he listens to the 80s and 90s. There's a radio station that just does that music.
Was looking forward to Wednesday morning. Time and title has been revealed, which I think we all know what coming.
Mandalorian.
What is the title?
Oh, I don't know the title. I know it's about 36 minutes long.
Baz has got to get Rivendell just for the swords and weapons. He'll love them.
Yeah.
As soon as they do these packs on there, I'm hoping they'll do these packs on the Pick a Brick Online. I'll be getting a few of them.
People this year, the last 2 years, people just seem to have gone nuts over Black Falcon stuff. Like, it seems very accessible. But also that's affects...
It's just easy, isn't it, to do it? It's easy to army build that way.
Mm. Right. God, I tell you what, folks, I do hope this has gone. I built this properly, because if it ain't, I've got a lot of plating to do.
Everything I mock looks like it's pre-1990. Yes, Buzzer. What's it? The Foundling. That's what it's called. Ooh, interesting. And he's in love with those fern pieces.
Oh, okay. The Foundling. What do you reckon is going to happen then? Are they going to initiate him, old Grogu, then? Into the Mando?
They could do. So finally building Aragorn in his like Strider outfit, and what again, the printing on this is unbelievable.
Oh, on the figure?
Yeah.
Right, folks. As strange as this sounds, I've actually completed another bag. There we go. So let me just move this out of the way. I say near the way. I've got it edging over at me. There we go, folks. This is what I've just built. This was essentially the last bag, which consists of oodles of plates, bundles of them, and got countless amounts of 2x2 grey jumpers, and then we're going around the edge in here, which I'm not really sure what too much more is going to go on there. But anyway, we're getting there. We are up to here so far, and it looks like there's a foreman at the top as well.
Nice.
So that's that part. And here is 1, 2, 3. This is like the third floor or the fourth level, depending on how you kind of look at these things. And it's pretty damn amazing. And I'm totally loving it. I really am. So at the moment, folks, if everything pans out well, I'll be continuing the build on Wednesday. Probably kicking off around 7. I'm working at home on Wednesday. That makes it a little bit easier for me. But if that changes at all, folks, you lot out there, as always, will be the first to know. But like I always say, you can follow me on Instagram. You can follow Craigster on Instagram as well. He's out there. You'll find him with his delicious pictures of Rivendell. Where shall I leave it? I think I might just leave it there. There we go. You guys can see a nice view of it there. And there's the plate to go on top. I guess it's going to go something like this. There we go. That's going to go on there like that. This is the most. This is like the modular part that we're used to. That you can just go, oh yeah, I'll take this floor off and like that, and it reveals all that. What I'd love to be able to do is put a camera down there coming up. That would look really good because I love the flooring, the tiling on the flooring. I'm definitely going to use that again in other sets, or any mocks or anything like that I ever build. I think it look really good, and I like this effect here as well. These almost remind me of scaffolding boards going across.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, isn't it?
Yeah. And this workbench here, awesome, love it. I really do. Let's have a look at the survey. I tell you what, it's quite close, you know. We have 49 votes. Come on, anyone going to give us a 50? Come on, one more person out there to give us a vote. Just to round it up to 50. That'd be lovely if someone did. But anyway, we've got so far, we've got 49 votes. 59% want Studgate built next.
That's not that close.
Yeah, well, it's less close than Brexit, I suppose, but it's pretty good though, isn't it? 41%. So, we got just hit the 50 mark. There we go, 60-40. We'll end the poll on that one. Thanks, Craig. That was you. So there we go, folks. Bricklink Designer Program. The next modular style thing I will be building will be Studgate. I've been talked into keeping that, and it is a pretty phenomenal set. So yeah, and what has been a phenomenal set is this so far. It's brilliant. I love it. I really do. It's teaching me so much. It really is. It's certainly teaching me to read instructions carefully. But just so you guys know, I think there's like 1,030. We're up to 753 now. So we are 3/4 of the way through it. So not too much more to go, really. We've got to do a lot on the crane. I'm certainly going to make sure that I've so far installed all this stuff correctly as well. I think I've got to make a slight adjustment on this one. But otherwise, it's perfecto. It really is. Let's just hear what you guys are saying last of all, and then we'll wind it down. Thank you everyone who's given us a thumbs up. If anyone's watching this back as well, do us a favour. Give us a thumbs up. You know, it makes sense. So Fielding's saying he's looking forward to Wednesday morning. I think you read that out a moment ago. Nice proper thought out builds. Ryan goes on to say, those offset spaces may seem OTT. However, there is a very good reason for that. Again, read that out a little bit. I know, but it goes on about axis of symmetry. I like that. Very nice. Sounds like he knows what he's doing. I think he does, you know. Fielding's saying, everything I marked looks like pre-1990. Yeah, but it's a style. There's nothing wrong with that. The Foundling, that's what it's called. What do you reckon it's going to be? Do you reckon Grogu's going to be initiated? And the thing is, though, if he wears it, the only problem is with that, if he wears a helmet, you're never going to see his face ever again, are we? Can't see him doing that. Just saying. I'm in love with the fern pieces. You are a strange character. What else we got going on out there as well? He says, make sure there is some bog roll on the Portaloo left for me. Yeah. That's where your minifigure is going to be going, mate. Don't worry about that. He's going to be in midair. He's in midair at the moment. Your figure's in the other Portaloo. That's where he hangs out, folks. Just saying, it's one of those. It goes through some sand over it, and put some tarpaulin on the stairs. Tarpaulin, I love it. Actually, I've got some quite big pieces of tarpaulin. Use it for painting. Used it for protecting the decking over the winter as well. Hopefully it works. We'll soon find out. Fed up with painting the bloody thing. Minifig who says, when was the grand finale? If you're talking about this set, I'm hoping it'll be Wednesday. I don't know. It really depends, folks. If it's not if the last one's not Wednesday, then
it'll be Wednesday.
It'll be the one after. But I've got to do some building tomorrow. Maybe one or two little adjustments to make as well, and then we can definitely say. But there's 22 bags. We've now done 17 of them. 5 to go. Not too bad. I think I can do a couple between now and then. I could either do a bag tomorrow, do a bag Tuesday, and then we're back here on Wednesday. So
You never know. I might even build some on Discord, and it'll be another reason to join the membership.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, join the membership on the Discord. Are you going to be on Discord tomorrow? You don't do Mondays often, but you're off tomorrow, so everything's.
Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow because I'm off. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll be down here tomorrow then, so I'll pop by and say hi to everyone and get abused like I always do, folks. It's a free abuse, Greg, all the time when I'm in there.
You might not if you're building.
That's true. Yeah. But anyway, let's. Oh, here we go. We've got Musta out there. Musta Iqbal. Good to see you, my friend. What time is it? Have they just closed the store in London? I think it closes around 4, actually, isn't it? Can't remember. But Musa works in the largest Lego store in the world. At least he did when I last saw him.
London.
Exactly. It's in London.
Yes.
There we go. It won't be too long, and London gets another one as well, just down the road, literally a mile and a half away. It's crazy. Albeit, I will say this: it is a pain in the backside to get to the power station, Battersea Power Station. I bet they feed Grogu after midnight, and we get fuzzy Grogus. Yeah, you never know, mate. You never know. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? But anyway, Craig, lovely to see you again. Thanks for jumping on and showing us an off and giving a bit of a flex with old Rivendell. Lovely to see you, dude. It really is. Also, Musa, lovely to see you as well. Do you know what, Musa? Do us a favour, give us a thumbs up because we're at 43 at the moment. Give it a couple of days and hopefully we might reach 50. You never know. But anyway, good to see you, Musa. I hope all is well down in the store in Leicester Square. Who else we had out there? Axel Plate's been out there. Fooling with bricks, he's been out there. Ryan Taggart. You know who Ryan Taggart is by now, folks. He's the designer of this set. He's the one that's been getting me in trouble. Cabbage Face has been out there as well. Lovely to see you, Cabbage. Sam's been out there too. 2 indie kids, as always. He has been cooking whilst we've been building this, and whilst he's been cooking and I've been building this, I've been steaming away, getting it done and dusted. What can I say? Sam's been out there too. It's been nice to see Sam. Don't see Sam very often. Has he been in Discord this week?
He has, yep.
Yes, I love a bit. Sam. Our Toy World, they've been out there too. Lovely to see you guys. Who else have we had out there? We had Salix. He's built Studgate this week, and he's put it on Mills, which is bloody a miracle. We've had Mitty Bricks out there, and of course, we've had Minark, to name but a few. So take care, guys. Enjoy the rest. Well, enjoy the week. I hope it's Monday tomorrow. Boo! But you know what? I hope he gets off to a top week for you, lovely lot. I will see you hopefully on Wednesday for what will be the finale of the Modular Construction Site. And on that note, always remember that Lego is a wonderful thing, and each and every one of you peeps out there are too. Even Craig, even him, he's wonderful in so many ways. And on that bombshell, good night.